Anyway, with all of that ego boosting done, hey YouTube, then yes, nice. And also, hi YouTube, actual YouTube. This friend of mine who moved to New Zealand and now puts content on the internet. But I didn't move to New Zealand, I'm from New Zealand. Born and raised. They couldn't get rid of me if they tried. Because I don't know where they would put me. Okay, I believe we were doing Nozomi. And there's 2 items left to learn about. Did you come here to use the Gift-O-Matic, Takumi? I came to make shortcake with the Gift-O-Matic. Do you want some too, Takumi? They'll never believe I know someone born in New Zealand. Why would they not believe that? How little do your family trust you? Don't you mean biological family? I couldn't. I would never think to differentiate. If I honestly did not even cross my mind. They could always put you in Australia. They literally could not. Like, unless I, like, seek sanctuary in another country, like... In the same way that they couldn't just, like, put you in France. Like, that's close enough. Like, can't do that. No! She wants an item we don't have. I don't want to give her one. What would she like that I haven't given her? Gold bars? Who would have loved gold bars? Oh, I was hoping it wasn't that, but of course it's that. Maybe she wants a party popper? They force people to move to Australia all the time. Not since, like, British colonizers went to Australia. I have so many thoughts of pets on Snapchat. Hi, Lord Mashin.
But it would suit
Thank you
someone
so
else better.
much for the follow. Welcome to the Bunny Brigade. Glad to have you here. What's poppin'? Could be worse. How about you?
Howdy, soldiers. You never know. Well then.
I never quote that right. I never quote that right. What's poppin' is probably my... It's probably my most ironic... Used to be ironic, is no longer ironic, Xenoblade meme. In the last 10 hours of the game, they invent a whole meme and every single character acts like it's always been a thing. And you start doing it too, and before you know it, you're like, oh yeah, no, I am actually part of the joke now.
I managed to keep busy today, at least. Better rest up so I can be ready for tomorrow.
The largest prison on the planet can be viewed from space. To be fair, everything that isn't underground on Earth can be viewed from space. It's just hard to see. Can I block? I won't unalive you. But you're going to bed, which is basically temporarily unaliving. You really think about it.
It's morning. What should I do with myself today?
I mean, if you think about it. What is sleep but a temporary unaliving? I refuse to think about it. I know that you don't think about things. I know that. Okay, maybe Nozomi would be interested in a basic journal. Because she is so basic. Maybe. I just know things, as my name implies.
Wow, I can have this. Thank
Your name
you.
implies nothing. It's
I'll
just a bunch of
cherish it
random
forever
words.
and ever.
Also, I completely from the heart guess you would like a journal. Huh. I guess we finished Nozomi off. Especially if you're like me and stop breathing in your sleeping times. How does... Is it... Okay, I guess my first question is it dangerous? Because that sounds incredibly dangerous. Compound two German words? Yeah, but that implies that I think Germany is real.
Wow, I can.
What are the odds our Earth is also
I
aligned space? Well, of
basically
course it is.
lived and breathed experiments and training when I was little.
Yeah.
They told me the project would save all of mankind, so I got totally engrossed in it. It wasn't easy, but I endured everything, believing I was doing it for a greater cause. Who could have guessed it was all to train and prepare me to fight in a war? I snuck in on an impulse, but I'm glad I did now. I don't want everything I've done so far to be meaningless. And I can't let you guys fight on your own when you were kept in the dark for so long. Fighting scares me, but I know I didn't make the wrong choice by going into that capsule.
I can't remember where we are on this route, but I feel like she hasn't told everyone on this route. Where do you think all the main journey stuff comes from? China.
When I saw you guys there, I just knew I had to go with you. In the end, I'm just so glad I was able to get to know all of you. Let's stay friends after the war.
She friend-zoned him!
First, we have to win.
Oh my god, after all this.
I'm not worried. I have faith we can do it together. We'll make it happen.
Where's main China stuff from? China. I probably sleep apnea, runs in the family test twice, and I didn't have enough sleep distance for it to count. I've not heard of sleep
You
apnea,
never will then.
but it sounds rather unpleasant. And yeah, if you want to get pedantic, Earth is a satellite of the sun. That's what I was thinking, Turtle. Also, hi, Turtle. There's also Darumi or Kako. I want to get an ending where you get bonfire with Kako and Ema just stabs you. That's what I want. What's the difference between main Germany and main China stuff? China wanted to improve their own reputation, so they pretended there was a place called Germany, and the rest of the world is so disinterested in Europe that we didn't bother to check.
Another day's over. They really must have been flying by lately. With nothing else to do, I began to get ready for bed. But then I heard my stomach growling. Why am I getting so hungry at night lately? Am I sick or something? No, I doubt that. I used to eat snacks late at night back home. This is probably just a holdover from that. That said, I don't think it's good for me to eat this late.
You also didn't have this problem in the last timeline. You're like 129 days in. Eva gives you logouts, yeah. This conspiracy theory gets more convoluted by the minute. I mean, I think it's less convoluted than believing Germany exists.
I decided to content myself with slurping down some water again. After that, I got into bed. Sleep swept over me like a wave, and before I knew it, my consciousness drifted away.
Bad stuff happens when we go to bed. Bad stuff happens.
Get right down. I'm up on the first, as usual.
Whoa! We unlocked some buildings!
Oh yeah, we originally didn't have access to those two rooms until day 30. Siri already unlocked everything at the start, but I guess the old announcements are still queued up to play like before. We've made it to day 30. What do I do today?
I mean, I can get how you find it so hard to believe you think the whole country be made so high quality. I'm gonna be honest, we don't have German things here. Like, I would have to look very hard to find something made in Germany here. Okay, chat, who do we want to befriend now? And hi, Lord Death Punch. Reals basis people your breathing repeatedly stops and starts. We're the royal family. I'm so sorry. Okay, chat. Our choices are Tsubasa, Gaku, Ima, Kako, Shoma, Karara, Yugamu, or Moko. What do you guys think? No mention. The update is now out. I thought it was out today. There's a bunch of new there's like all the monthly stuff reset today, but the update I guess wasn't today. Okay, one vote for Moko, one vote for Gaku. Chat, it's up to you guys to decide. I'll give it like another minute. If Derp were here, he'd put in a vote for Tsubasa, but he ain't. Oh, Sensei put in one for Tsubasa. I changed my vote to Gaku. Okay, it looks like we're doing Gaku then. I want the Yuri route. Okay, well, I don't think Gaku's doing the Yuri route. Okay, what would he like that I can actually give him? He'd want food stamps. I'm guessing the crown's a Karara item. Oh, dowsing rods. It can help him find money. This isn't gonna work. Sexy Meg?
Hey,
we've already given that to him before.
Keep those gifts coming.
I want to find new stuff. I probably should go get resources though. I don't have a lot right now. Oh, have we got a folk song compilation? Oh, yep. There's a machine called a CPAP you can use,
Sure
but I
can
need
have
diagnosis
it?
to use
I'll
one.
take it. This is awesome.
I'm learning so much. Ba, 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 ba.
When are we gonna get to leave this place? It's messing up my part-time job schedule. My schedule's filled to the brim with work every day. I like working.
Does Gaku even go to school or does he
It's
just
super
work?
tiring, but I'd rather be at work than back home in my cramped, noisy house. All that work's how I learned to cook, too. And I learned how to DJ on the job. Manual labor pays the most, but I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I have a feeling I'll be running my own store sometime in the future, sooner or later. I'm counting on you to be a regular when I do. Buy lots of stuff from me, okay?
Okay. I kind of want to support Gaku now. And then never. Well, we should bring New Zealand back under the Empire.
Heady, soldiers. You never know when. Well, then.
I don't know if Bo has that power. Store in question Yuri Mags. Oh my god, a Yuri bookstore. And I'm just imagining there's like a sale and it's like, bring a female friend. If a girl brings a female friend, they both get things half price off. Usually you can buy them online when you have insurance in. Ah. I guess responsibility is full on to me. Let's get the spread.
There was no attack today, and no new activity on the killer's side either. We'll conduct a thorough search of the school tomorrow. There has to be some kind of clue somewhere. Having decided on that, I decided to get into bed.
Yo!
But then, all of a sudden, he appeared. Hey there, it's been a while. Has it? I suppose it would seem that way to you.
Huh?
I guess it all depends on your perspective. A lot's happened lately. I know, I've been sneaking out to check on things now and then.
Huh?
That girl you took prisoner, what? I mean, why? You saw the way Eva ended up too, huh? I can't tell you that. We're still trying to find whoever did it.
Huh?
Hey, you didn't see anything, did you? Any little detail could help us figure this out. What? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. No, I'm sorry for springing it on you. We're just so desperate for information right now. If you do think of anything, let me know, okay?
Huh?
That weapon you had before. I think it's called a power saw. I did see where it went. It was out on the edge of the school grounds, near the wall of fire.
Huh?
Wow, really?
Yes, you can go see for yourself tomorrow.
Thanks, I'll do that. I would have never thought about looking for it all the way out there. We can use all the help we can get to figure out who the killer is. So you really don't... Huh?
Oh, it's nothing. I'll see you again, Takumi. He saw us killing. But we don't know we killed. What's the don't try to name? Gaku is a very hard worker though. I remember saying he works in part-time jobs and strange and baking time. Like, yeah. So does his orphan family can eat. Now, I would say that maybe a teenage boy shouldn't be working 17 part-time jobs and the government should support the orphans, but what do I know? I didn't believe this. I really didn't think Takumi killed Ava. I'm so sure of it.
With that last remark, the ghost boy slowly faded away, leaving my room feeling strangely quiet. I guess what happened to Ava really got to him. I couldn't fault him for being shaken up. None of us could have expected a serial killer was hiding at the academy. I'll retrieve the murder weapon tomorrow. That's gonna be a step in the right direction.
Dong, bing, bong.
Get prepared. Be ready.
Get ready now. I got up, got dressed, and headed straight out the door. I headed toward the place the ghost boy had mentioned the night before. It should be around here, I think. Sweating from the solid mass of flames in front of me, I began my search.
What is the government even like in this world? That's commie talk. Everyone should believe themselves deeds of business. Business all that matters. On that note, Chad, let me run a 30-minute ad break. No. All we know of the government is that they probably are the ones who funded the research into infusing us with hemoanima, and that they were hiding the secrets of the invaders in the outside world from humanity. If we even believe that our society was real, which I do not.
Sweating from the solid mass of flames in front of me, I began my search. Got it.
If they wanted, they should give me a job. If you want a job, you should be willing to be an unpaid intern for 100 years.
Sure enough, there was the power saw, and its blade was coated with dried blood. This is what killed Ava. The blood had splattered on the whole length of the blade, right up to the handguard. There was no doubt about it. This was the weapon that had ended Eva's life in such a cruel, violent way. Better tell the others about this. I'd brought along some cloth so I could carry the power saw without getting my fingerprints on it. Back at the school, I got everyone together to show them what I'd found.
Jesus, and all the churches and government. Welcome to JRPGs. Wow, this is a grisly looking contraption. There's no way this isn't the murder weapon.
I'd say these bloodstains are about a week old. That fits our timeline for when Eva was killed.
Damn that killer. They had some nerve using something like this to do their dirty work. Tsubasa, you checked for fingerprints, right? Did you find any?
Sorry, I tried, but it didn't turn up anything new. That's too bad. Maybe something else about it will give us a clue.
There was nothing too special about the place where I found it.
So, no footprints?
Even if there were, we know so little about the killer. We'd need a real expert knowledge to learn anything from this.
Isn't it a little odd that the killer ditched their weapon and left it lying around in the open?
Perhaps they had no choice. Takumi, you found it near the wall of fire, correct?
Maybe the killer threw away their weapons so they can pass through the flames and escape.
Yeah.
No one gets a vibe walking through those flames. Is this killer immortal or something? An unkillable killer. It happens more often than you might think. Right, Takumi?
Narumi looked at me and gave me a creepy smile. The diary we found did say the killer kept coming back from the dead, but that couldn't be true, could it?
Gaku, hurry up and catch a killer already. I'll see to they get paid for your efforts. Oh, why me? Have you ever heard the expression too dumb to live? I want to see just how much that applies to you.
Don't forget about the Revivomatic. Shouldn't it be more like too dumb to live, too cursed to stay dead?
A double whammy of cruel fates. I really do punish the foolish sometimes. Hitting them all you want. Quit making a fool out of me. But don't they say people who call others idiots are the real idiots? That makes us all fools, does it not? Keep your mouth shut, idiot in chief. Your stupidity might be contagious.
I hate to interrupt, but is it just me or are we missing someone?
Now that you mention it. Oh my god. I really thought for a moment they might have killed someone. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, it was only Shoma.
Shoma came running in, carrying what looked like a large garbage bag on his back.
Well, if it isn't Trashy Claus. I'm sorry, carrying this on me out more than I thought. That sure is a big bag, dude. What you got in there? Alright, well, don't forget when I was eating lunch in the bathroom like usual. That's kind of sad. Why would you eat lunch in the bathroom? If you don't want to be around people, at the very least, like eat in your room or something. Sorry, we know where Sarah's body is. It hasn't been mentioned what we've done with it, but we know where it is.
You eat in the bathroom?
Classic social outcast move. I should know. I do it all the time too. I didn't want to spoil everyone else's mealtime by inflicting my unhygienic presence on you. So I went to the boys' bathroom on the second floor and I found this.
Shoma opened the bag to reveal its contents. This is...
Okay, it is 100% us.
Inside was what looked like the jet black diving suit and helmet. I recognized it right away. There's no way I'd ever forget. This is the killers. What were they wearing? It's what they were wearing that first night when they attacked me in Hiroko.
And we fell unconscious in the after wearing it. It is. I was afraid of that. I found a subject in the plank like I want to make any assumptions. I brought it back here to show you. Who are those people in the Redstone route? I have no clue. Maybe another set of people? I don't know. That information isn't from this route, so it seems least relevant. But like, it's a very good point.
So, the killer took off their suit and hid it. I hadn't considered they might do that.
I really figured out Thanks to Shoma eating the bathroom. Go team Outcast! What about the What about after the killer took off their suit? They slipped away and hide somewhere?
It's possible, but we can't say for sure yet. I bet Tsubasa's Dorky will help clear things up.
I should have it ready by tomorrow. Just wait a little longer. So what are we gonna do with this suit and the power saw? This is no threat. We should probably destroy the power saw, right? If the killer gets your hand on him, we'll all end up like the prisoner. Wouldn't it be better to hold on to it? It could come in handy if we need to defend ourselves. Yeah, I'm with Nozomi on this. If we get attacked and fight unarmed, man's I can come up with is a bear hug. That's if my wibbling charms don't work, of course. I ain't object to the last part, but I'm getting a bear hug from you sounds super scary. How about we lock it away somewhere? I'm pretty sure the lockers in the metal shop have all of combination lock. If we're the only ones who know the combination, no one else can get in without absolutely wrecking them. I guess it'd be okay. Oh, but before we do that, let's take a closer look at the suit.
The suit seemed to be made of some specialized material none of us had ever seen before. It looked big and baggy at first, but it could be adjusted to fit pretty much any person of any build. It was heavy too, hardly the kind of thing you'd want to go walking around in. Why had the killer been wearing this? In the end, we were unable to figure out what the suit was for, and we didn't find anything that might lead us to the killer. We took the suit and power saw to the metal shop and locked them away in one of the lockers. Alright, looks like they'll fit okay.
Now we just shut the door and set the 4-digit combination. I guess the team leader should do that part.
Me, I can't think of something right on the spot.
Just pick a number that's easy for you to remember, but don't make it too obvious.
Yeah, but still. I flubbed around trying to think of something, and then I felt someone's eyes on me.
There was a weird sound.
Yukimu stood on his own in the corner of the room. He was looking at me intently.
Sorry, but I think I'm gonna head back to my room. I'll leave the rest to you guys.
What's the matter? You got a tummy ache or something?
Nothing like that. Seeing the power saws got me kind of hot under the collar. That's all.
I wonder if Yugimi knows things up with Takumi. I don't know. I don't know what's up with him.
Seriously, he's still getting those urges, even at a time like this. Okay, well, rest up and feel better soon. See you later. I practically pushed Yugimu out of the classroom and into the hallway. The last thing I needed was him getting in the mood, especially in a crowded space like this. Anyway, I just got an idea for the combination. How about...
Wait, don't tell us. I think it'd be better if you're the only one who knows it, Takumi.
Why?
It kind of defeats the point if just anyone can open this thing. I'm not saying the killer could be one of us or anything, but it's best to keep risk to a minimum, you know?
It does make sense from a logical standpoint. It'll mean less chances for the stuff to fall back into the killer's hands. We'll just need to make sure Mr. Sumino stays alive if there's an emergency.
Sure, I'll do my best not to die. Not that I make a habit of it anyway. I closed the locker door and entered the combination to set the lock.
And it skipped a bunch of text.
The code I decided on was 6914. 69 for the number of days left till day 100. 14 for the number of people in the group. 69 days from now, all 14 of us would still be alive. This code was like a wish, a promise to make that happen. Alright, it's done.
You'd better have the combination memorized. It's all over for us if you forget it.
It'll be fine, trust me.
Now someone's gonna run around in the uniform they will suspect him. Yeah, he's gonna run around in the uniform and... Yeah, this isn't Kochika we're talking about. 4 digits is probably too much for her to learn in the first place, let alone remember. Give me some credit, Lady Carrara. If I write the numbers on the locker, it won't be a problem if I forget. Okay. Every day you set a new record for stupidity.
Okay, I guess that's all for today. Checking one more time to make sure the locker was secure, we all filed out of the metal shop classroom. I vowed to only open the locker in the absolute case of an emergency. In a perfect world, I'd never have to open it again and would leave it behind on day 100. 69 days to go. We have to get through this.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine. Get prepared, be ready to get. Huh?
Fuck's sake. Hi, Deborah! Hi, how are you? Good to have you here. While you were gone, Chet decided on which character we should romance next. And Tsubasa lost by 1 vote. And I said if only Dirtboy here. Good night, Lord.
It's morning already. Tsubasa said her device would be ready today. We agreed to meet up in the metal shop this afternoon. I wonder how this is all going to turn out.
Okay, is everyone here? Then let's get started. Hi, Laura.
I'll come right to the point. Is your device ready?
Here is. I was tweaking it right up until the last minute. But I think it'll do the job just fine. Take a look. Such technology wizardry! Will this lead us to the 7 wish-granting orbs scattered across the planet? Dragon Ball? It's an organic life detection device, remember? It'll show us how many people are inside the school. How does it work? It's super simple, really. It detects and counts any large life forms within its effective range. In this case, the range is basically everything within the school, the wall of fire. It'll show us how many people are currently on school grounds. It'll even register singing polymetrics for like me as a person. Of course, so long as you're live, you count towards the total.
Oh. But it only shows the total, not their locations.
It's great the way it is, Raspy. How'd you make something so awesome? It'd take way too long to go into specifics. How about I just show it in action? Everyone ready? I'm flipping the switch. What's it gonna show?
Huh? 15.
There's only 14 of us. That means there's 1 extra. Hi, Von Skirk is here. Skirk isn't here. I wanted to stream Genshin tonight, but the update wasn't out on NA. Which made me sad. Yeah, I already tried it before, and it keeps coming up 15. Okay, I'm starting to get creeped out. You sure it's not broken? I can give it a quick karate chop if you want. That might fix it. Does it count, Ghost Boy? Oh, you're right, Bizza. It should. Wait. No, wait. Yeah.
Coming from you, Miss Modro, it'd be more likely to smash it to pieces.
I actually got Takamoto to help me test it out already.
Uh,
I sent him outside the wall on the school bus and checked the reading again.
When we did that, the total changed. It went down to 14.
In other words, this reading is accurate. I have no clue, Luna. Wasn't Riot's well named me. We're probably going another week for a game. I'm losing our Grime Primos. Oof. Big mood. Either Takumi's 2 numbers to 1. Nah, I think Ghost Boy makes more sense. In other words, the reading is accurate.
Then there really is someone hiding out somewhere in the school. Could the one extra be the boy made of undying flames? No, he's so different from a regular person, he probably wouldn't count.
This cinches it. The legendary serial kills among us, in fact. Which means the killing game has finally started. The legendary, pah. I'll believe it when I see it. Human invader, anyone who messes with me is going down. In the name of the great and powerful Osuzuki's, I'll slaughter the miscreant.
Good grief, you're starting to sound like a murder freak yourself. But I guess it's all in self-defense. Can't have you guys getting killed by someone who doesn't appreciate you.
Let's go catch us a killer, peasants. A king's ransom to anyone who makes a positive contribution. You're gonna give us some money? Alright, let's do this. When anyone who fails to produce results must decide upon my own composition 100 times.
What a tedious sounding punishment.
Go for it, Luna. It's too dangerous for any of us to search alone. We should split up into groups.
And if you find yourself in a risky situation, get out of there. We'll stop once the sun goes down too.
Got it. I'll keep checking the readings in case there's any change.
We arranged to search the school in groups of 3 to 4 people. Unfortunately, none of us were able to uncover any new clues, and when it started to get dark, we called it a day. The curtain fell on our 32nd day at the academy. The life sign total still at an ominous 15.
Man, they would be so creepy. Get a counter telling you there was one more person in your house. Your school.
Prepare, be ready
<sighs>
to...
Morning again. Yawning, I got out of bed and stretched my arms a little. What was the killer doing this morning? Were they also waking up around this time? Part of me wants to keep looking today, but we can't neglect our training either. We only have so much time here. We need to think carefully so we can make the best use of.
Can we just rotate Ghost Boy on the other person?
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated.
I mean, yeah.
All available troops prepare for battle.
He basically did just forget about that. Hey Luna, do you mind not talking so much about another game when we're trying to play this one? Enthusiasm is cool, but like... no one else is talking about it. Are you a VA? No, but I'd like to be.
Damn, it's like the enemy could read my mind. I need to focus solely on the fight now. To the war room. In answer to the alarm, everyone had filtered into the war room one after another.
Taking advantage of the confusion caused by the killer to try to catch us off guard. The cowards!
I think it's just a coincidence. Now they're here, we gotta take him out like always.
Indeed, the search for the killer yesterday was a mere appetizer. Now's the time of the main course. Invaders a la mode.
Takumi, I assume you're fine with all of us fighting this time as well.
Yeah, it's better that way. Let's do this, guys. Initiate defensive battle.
What's this game about? You have to be in the school for 100 days. For a bunch of aliens. And there's a lot of questions and like what the aliens are. Why are we defending the school? What actually happened to humans? Are any of our memories real? Etc, etc. And after reading the game for the first time, you time travel back in time. So we have the knowledge of the first route and we're doing a bunch of other routes, trying to answer all these questions and get good endings. So yeah. See magical girl transformation. I was talking about this with my friends the other day. I have seen more like gross or messed up or like evil magical girl transformations than like actual ones. Or more like comedy ones as well. Like, I don't see actual magical girl transformations. Yeah, there's 100 endings, Luna. And we can skip this battle because we've done it before. The Paragon of... What is it? Anger? Hatred. Close enough. How do you play this game till 30:33? Yeah, welcome to stream 25 of this game. Canonically, does the time travel main character guy remember every ending just you've been? It's always first ending plus ending you're on. Canonically, this is his second route. Oh! Okay, we've got a Vignes ending. Yeah, the game would not be able to handle the possibility of you doing routes in different orders. Because otherwise, you would need 100 exponential different outcomes. Because it'd be like, what if you've only seen ending 1, 13, 29, and 74? How does the dialogue equate that? Yeah, I can see why they didn't. They haven't played Shadow of the Hedgehog? No, I haven't. The only Sonic I've played is Sonic is Murdered on the Oriental Express.
She killed her own dude!
This isn't the time to scream and moan. She's absorbing her allies' power to get stronger. If we're not careful, we'll just be food for her.
Damn her! We have to stop her here and now. Here goes!
Oh, they just completely ignore common sense. Oh yeah, she got the neck to transform, just like we stab ourselves in the heart. Same logic.
I am the paragon of hope, meshness. To inflict such a brave wound on someone as great as I.
Yeah, we've heard it all 100 times, Vignes. We've heard it before.
I won't let my guard down. Slowly but surely, I will gain power. And when I have it, I will become God!
With a fearless smile on her face, Veshnis took her leave.
Yay, we won. Yay. Who could have seen this coming? It's not like it's our 20th time fighting her.
After the battle was over, we trudged our way back to the war room to discuss how it went. Letting the Supreme Commander walk away unharmed was a bitter pill to swallow, but we'd made it through without any fatalities on our side. The enemy was bound to be even stronger the next time they attacked, We'd have to train hard if we wanted to survive. We couldn't afford to take the rest of the day off, though. We disbanded the meeting, and our 33rd day at the Last Defense Academy came to an end.
I'm just waiting to get another meat or fish ending. A decision, I mean.
Get ready. Prepare. Be ready to.
You know? Just waiting for it. It's too serious. Something has to ruin the mood.
Morning already. My body felt heavy and sluggish. I hadn't completely slept off the fatigue from yesterday's battle yet. Maybe I'll just take it easy for today as well. No, wait. This is no time to slack off. The killer's still on the loose. First, I'll go to the cafeteria and see what Tsubasa can tell me. Today, just like yesterday, the number of life forms registering inside the school was 15. The killer was still here somewhere. The question was, where?
Who cares? We need resources. And we're gonna get basically nothing from this. We want textiles and organic. And of course, those are the things we have the least of. Why? Why, game? Why?
Head ease, soldier. You never will then.
We didn't find them today either. I dove into the bed and embraced the warmth of the covers after a long, hard day. We'd carried out another exhaustive search, but hadn't found any trace of the killer. I shouldn't get discouraged. If I keep looking, we'll find them eventually. Tomorrow for sure. But it wasn't as simple as that. Days passed and we still made no progress in our search. Every time we looked at Tsubasa's device, we saw that 15 flashing back at us. It felt like the killer was mocking us from the shadows.
How many days are we skipping? 1, 2, 3, 4.
After several days of fruitless searching, a new development occurred on the evening of day 38.
Knock it off! Let me go!
Huh? I just want to make sure she was who she said she was. Let me go!
Gaku raged and struggled, but Yugimu held him in an iron grip, not saying a word. And to the side of them...
Both of you, stop it!
Kirara, her face uncovered, was sobbing uncontrollably.
Takumi, quick! You've got to do something!
Whoa, hold on, what's going on here? It had all started around 10 minutes ago. Tired and disappointed after searching all day without any results, I'd gone back to my room. Then Tsubasa burst in and dragged me to the rec room, not really telling me anything until we got there.
We were talking and Gaku suddenly thought Kirara might be the killer. And they got into a fight and Yugimu stepped in to stop them, but then...
Mr. Omokage got all intense, and now he's, well, like that.
That still doesn't tell me much, but I guess I'd better break this fight up.
Hey, Yugimu, ease up, okay? Why don't we just talk about this?
That's a new facial expression from Gaku, I think.
Yugimu! He's totally in the zone, huh? Nothing any of us says seems to get through to him.
Gaku, meanwhile, was writhing under the murderous aura being directed at him. I couldn't let this continue. If I had to get a little rough, so be it. Before I could make my move.
Whoa.
Yugimu reached into his robe, brought out a knife, and began pressing into the flesh of Gaku's throat.
Stop it, Yukamu! Are you crazy?
You're scaring me!
A cold light shone in Yagumu's eyes. Those were the eyes of a killer. He wasn't playing around. If I didn't do something, he really was going to kill
I
Gaku.
said stop!
I charged at Yugime, fully prepared to get injured myself, but then...
Ah, so that's how it is, huh?
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 Well, I never thought of this before. Good to know it works.
Yugime seemed to finally come to his senses all at once. After muttering some weird stuff to himself, he put the knife away.
I feel like he was testing us to see if... Like, he's trying to work out if we're the killer. What the hell, man? I seriously thought it was done for.
Sorry, got a little overexcited, you know how it is.
Just what did you think you were doing, Yugime?
Oh, Takumi, when did you get here? You saw me at kind of an embarrassing moment, huh? But thanks to Gaku here, I'm feeling a whole lot better. Thanks for playing along, man.
What?
You should apologize to Karara, though, just saying.
With that, Yugime casually strolled out of the room, a satisfied smile on his face. What in the world was all that about?
It's all your fault, Gaku. None of this would have happened if you had the audacity to accuse me of being the killer.
At some point, Karara had put her weird tomato mask back on and was now grounding on Gaku.
I didn't accuse nobody. I didn't put a possibility out there. You ought to be executed 1,000 times over for even suspecting a noble like me. Burned in the fires of hell, you gutter snipe. Crises, people need therapy or solitary confinement. That's basically what happened. As a reminder, they were kidnapped. They were kidnapped, woke up in a... what is essentially, possibly even, a alien planet, and told that they were now child soldiers. Yeah, they need therapy.
Can somebody please explain how this all started?
Okay, so you know how everyone's really tired and stressed out looking for the killer? Some of us decided to come here and play some darts and unwind a little. Then all of a sudden Gaku started asking Karara to take off her mask. Yeah, so did Judah and they turned out fine. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Jedi chose to be Jedi. Hi, Coda. You know, also I heard the word goddess knight. I don't recognize the word. I don't know if I've heard it before.
He seemed to think the killer had stolen Miss Osazuki's mask and was now impersonating her. Naturally, she refused. Things got heated. There was a scuffle and the mask came off.
So that's why she didn't have it on when I got here.
Of course, once it was off, everyone could see it was a real Karara underneath, but then she started to cry. That's when Yugime stepped in and told Gaku had gone too far. Then Gaku got flustered and started accusing Yugime instead.
And so you went to get... And so you sent Tsubasa to come and get me?
That's right. Miss Osazuki's true face shocked us, of course, but mostly we were afraid of Mr. Omokage.
Sorry we'd get you involved, but I didn't think we could handle him on our own.
No need to apologize from the sound of it. It really was all Gaku's fault.
Well, maybe I got a little carried away. We've been looking around for days and no one found the killer. Who wouldn't start to wonder what under that mask?
Try to think about how Karara felt hearing you accuse her like that. Now that you know you're wrong, you should really apologize.
I know. So look, Karara, I was out of line. I'm sorry. Next time you show that much disrespect to me, I'll make you walk across an electrified steel girder.
I bet Mr. Muruk would fall off just a few steps from the end, snatching death from the jaws of victory, as it were.
Dude, don't jinx it. We don't have to do it yet.
I can totally see that happening though. Coming back to Yugime, that was a pretty extreme reaction, don't you think?
It was like someone flipped a switch and made him go into assassin mode. We weren't getting through him at all.
A switch, yeah. There must have been something that set him off. He said he was feeling better now, but what was wrong with him in the first place? Yugime's been acting really strange lately. Could that have something to do with this incident?
When did Jedi basically Stockholm Syndrome by the old order? And the word Jedi gets sort of corrected to Jewish. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Um, my understanding is that it's the equivalent of being like a poor peasant, and the king comes along and is like, your child has magic. Let me train them. I will look after them. You're like, well, that's a better life for my child. So I guess I'll do it. Hi, Truckun. There's a misconception Jedi stole because of her appearance. Legit, his parents had him over usually. I mean, like Anakin was consensual.
Things had calmed down in the rec room, but it still felt a little awkward as we went our separate ways for the night. Between the war with the invaders and the search for the mystery killer, we were all starting to feel the strain. We needed to solve at least one of the problems before we fell apart completely.
They still raise a child soldiers to learn to take off emotions.
Troops, get ready.
Yeah.
Be ready to get.
Today, we've got to get serious about finding the killer. After what happened last night, I was feeling antsy. I needed to find some new information to dispel some of the tension. I got washed, dressed, and stepped out the door.
About halfway done with the 2 arts. Oh, you're doing some art? I didn't know about that. What you making?
Once again, we searched all day but failed to find anything new. I was starting to think we were going about this all wrong. As I continued to fret over our lack of progress, the day wore on into night. We're at a total impasse. I was so tired I was having trouble thinking straight. At this rate, what little remained of the day would just pass me by. Walking around in a daze, I spotted Hiroko coming toward me from the other direction. Hiroko!
Oh.
You look terrible. Did Moko hit you with a pile driver or something?
I don't think I could survive that. I was just trying to figure some stuff out.
Oh.
Oh, what stuff?
Maybe I'll ask Hiroko for some advice. She's not avoiding me as much these days, and she might be able to come up with a better plan than me. Can I ask your opinion on something? You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think your input would be really useful.
Oh.
I don't mind. What is it you want to ask?
The last few days we've been searching high and low for the killer, and still haven't found any new clues. I was thinking we should approach the problem some other way, but I have no idea what other way it might be.
What about going outside the wall?
But Tsubasa's device only measures life signs inside it.
You said you wanted clues. Stands to reason you can learn things outside the school too, doesn't it?
At Hiroko's words, it felt like the fog around my brain was starting to clear. I'd been so fixated on the total life sign count, I never even thought about going off school grounds.
Not gonna tell you, but you just told me you were doing 2 arts.
You're right, that was a real blind spot. Thanks, Hiroko. I knew asking you for help was a good idea.
I'll go with you if you want. It's safe to travel in a group anyway.
That's a good point. I'll get some more people on board too. We'll meet up and set out tomorrow morning. After arranging things with Hiroko, I found others and figured who else would be coming. This time, things would be different. This time, we'd get somewhere. With new hope welling up within me, I waited for the next day to arrive. I headed to the parking lot and found other members of the expedition team waiting for me. Morning, everyone. You guys ready to head out? Ready when you are. On to the driving, too.
So, it's the 7 of us today. I hope we find something. I kind of want to go with just shopping at already. I don't really want to think about it. Complicated. I gotta be outside in the sun like some kind of health-conscious beach bunny. Just kill me now. You don't like bunnies, Darumi? You don't like bunnies? Turn that frown around, Darumi. You can get through anything if you keep your spirits up. Athletic and supportive. This much positivity's got to be bad for me.
To sum it up, we're all fine. Let's get going.
You're speaking for everyone now. Well, I guess we shouldn't waste time. So once we're past flames, just look around for anything that might be a clue, right? Yeah, that'd be great. But let's do this. No guts, no glory. We all got on the bus and set off full throttle for the ruins beyond the wall.
Maybe she just doesn't like beach bunnies. Other bunnies are good. I hope so.
We drove through the undying flames and on throughout the ruins. For a while, we didn't see anything that stood out. Finally, after a couple of hours, I noticed that something was different.
That's weird. Isn't this?
What's the matter? Have you been here before, Takumi?
Yeah. Back in my future. Except the way I remember it, there's an enemy base up ahead.
Say what?
Oh, dude, why are you gonna break out of nowhere like that?
Didn't you hear what Takumi said about the base? Do you want to charge right in enemy territory? I'm sorry, I should have noticed it sooner. It was a little different than last time.
It does seem strangely quiet here. I don't see any signs of invaders nearby either.
Right, if he's in the diving suits. No, but we found one. In the school. What's the base big? Were there a lot of troops there?
Yeah, it was. In my last time, I went through this road and stormed the place.
You took the fight to them? Can we come here revived out here? That's bold, man. But there's no invaders here now. What could have happened to them? Maybe they're all too depressed to come out and fight. Even invaders get mental health problems like that.
Anyway, we ought to turn back for now. Don't want to end up in a bad way prepared for.
Keep going, Takamaru. Full speed ahead.
Yeah, man, let's rock it. Hey, what are you even listening to me? If you get us all killed out here, you're so freaking dead.
We came out here today to gather information. Anything that looks out of the ordinary could be a potential lead.
Right. And even if it turns out to be unrelated to the killer, we should still be aware of what the invaders are doing. You guys are crazy. We had to arrive on a base that's crawling with enemies. I'm fine with going. Maybe me and the invaders can swap stories about our mental breakdowns.
I'm in too. If there's any chance of finding out something new, we have to take it. Of course, it's not like this is a full-scale attack. We'll pull out if things start to look bad. Fine, may as well face it, Gaku. We're in the minority here.
Okay, when things go wrong, I'm gonna get some kind of payout for it. Who want to be romanced? Gaku. Alright, then let's keep going. Slow and steady now.
Bringing the speed all the way down, we inched the bus along the road to the enemy base. After a while, we stopped and began scouting ahead on foot. But what we found was so different from what I remember. I found myself wondering if we hadn't taken the wrong turn somewhere.
They've already been killed by Vishnis.
Hot damn, dude.
That's really gross.
Where the base should have been was a mountain of dead school invaders. There were so many of them they spilled off the pile and onto the ground, making it hard for some of us to move forward without wading through them.
They're all dead. Ain't nobody here left alive.
It doesn't look like sickness did it. All the bodies are beat up.
They've all been cast aside so carelessly. There's no art in this. Whoever did this knows nothing about setting up a proper murder scene.
Do you think they turned on each other? Or was there a third party involved?
I don't know, but This is kind of a lucky break for us, right? If all these invaders are dead, that means less for us to fight.
True.
I don't think it's that simple. Especially when we don't know how or why they died.
Let's look around some more.
We looked all around the base, inside and out. But we didn't find anything to explain what had happened there.
This pretty much confirms the score is off with plushie gore. True! What do we do with the bodies of the ones that are taking the shield generator? We just leave them out there?
None of the bodies as far as the eye can see.
Staying here any longer won't get us anywhere. Kumi, we should leave.
Now, after coming all this way, something this weird had to mean something. Were we really just going to walk away without figuring it out? I wanted to stick around a little longer, but it was already getting dark.
Oh. There's no need to rush. Finding this was an achievement in itself. For now, we should head back and let the others know.
Hiroko gave me a light slap on the back and began walking towards the school bus. Was that her way of trying to comfort me? Alright, I'm gonna back too. Get the idiot and freak for me, will you, Takumi? The what and what now? Takamaru jerked his twin towards Darumi and Gaku, who were crouched down a short distance away, looking at something intently.
They have a convenient wall of fire used as an incinerator. I mean, yeah. Oh, there's the one here too. It's so fast. Dude, it's huge.
Hey, Darumi, Gaku, come on, it's time to leave. There was no response. They seemed excited about something, though. What are you guys doing here? We're heading back.
Kumi, take a look at this cute little thing here.
I followed Darumi's gaze and something. I saw something crawling out from underneath the dead body.
So do they have a bulldozer to move them all? I hope so. Hi, Roy.
There were two of them, in fact, each scurrying out from a different location.
Ugh.
Ew, what are
those?
those?
Some kind of bug?
Cockroach.
They were moving too quickly for me to get a good look, but they seemed to be about the size of a fist. Frankly speaking, they were neither little nor cute.
They remind me of the little dudes who skull around on kitchen back home. Like they're new species. Can we keep them, Takumi? They'll make better pets than Suri.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Come on, we'll feed him, take him for walks, teach him tricks and everything.
I'm more concerned what they think of Suri being on the same level as a cat or a dog.
I killed a whole aquarium full of fish the last time I made a pet. But don't worry, that taught me to respect life, so it'll be fine this time. How exactly is respecting life but with your killing game obsession?
Come on, guys. Back to the bus. Everyone's waiting and you'll get left behind if you don't hurry.
Ritznum? I highly doubt it. We had to search long and hard to find Ritznum. The last Ritznum. You might have made us go to the bathroom first. I have a tummy ache. Oh, me too. I feel like my bladder's about to explode.
Fine. Just don't take too long, okay? After a little while, Darumi and Gaku joined us on the bus, both of them looking refreshed. By the time we got on the road and left the base behind, it was already getting dark. We arrived back in the school early the next morning. What time is it?
Of all things to bond over bugs and go to the bathroom and go over here. They may have also been rats.
Rubbing my eyes and looking at the clock, I saw that it was really late. I'd slept clean through the day and into the next evening. Whoa, I really overdid it. I remembered us getting back this morning, but not much after that. I just had a vague impression that I got really hungry, then I practically passed out from exhaustion. My head hurts too. Headache from oversleeping. That's happened to me before. I'd better take something for it. I'll be more like dinner than breakfast at this point, but I'll go to the cafeteria anyway. Dissolving some medicine in water, I gulped it down and stepped out of my room.
They're making a really weird point about him just like drinking tons and tons and tons of water. Okay, hear me out. We're drinking lots of water off screen. And this suit is a scuba suit. Do you think that we're like going swimming in the pool or something? That when we're possessed, we're like actively swimming somewhere? Drink water, thank you for the reminder. It doesn't really explain the eating, but I don't know. This is like the third or fourth time off screen we've woken up in the night and like filled our stomachs with water. He's just pregnant. Nah, that was the other route. Oh.
Some of the team were still in the cafeteria, eating a late night meal. It's mostly the ones who stayed here while we were gone. I guess the others are still sleeping off the trip. I grabbed some food myself, and as I turned to find a place to sit, somebody called out to me.
Hey, Takumi. You want to eat with me?
Oh no, not this again.
Now there's a face that just screams, oh no, not this again. And maybe now you're thinking, how did he know?
How did he know?
Don't be so jumpy. Ima's here to keep an eye on me today. I promise I'll hold back.
Good evening, Mr. Sumino. You can sit next to me if you want.
Thanks, I'll do that. I don't see you two together very often.
My dear sister is participating in a girls' night, and she forbade me from being present. I thought I might get away with it. I mean, slap some makeup on me, make some strategic tucks, and I could easily pass as a girl, don't you think?
Yeah.
The worst thing is, he's absolutely right.
So instead, Mr. Omokage's been telling me all about his passion for killing.
Can't you leave off that stuff for a while? I'm trying to eat here.
I told you before, right? How I'm having trouble with my urges right now.
You can ignore me and continue with this macabre topic of conversation.
Ima is the most murderer with the best times is a bad plan. I feel like he's the least murderer. Well, not the least. I don't think he's the most killable. I think that'd be like Shoma. Shoma, Gaku, Tsubasa, Kako, but she kind of has her future thing, so that might protect her. Darumi. Takumi.
After what happened with Gaku, I finally figured out a way to suppress them better.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Mogo killed the OG timeline? Yeah, but that was different. She sacrificed herself.
Huh? I don't actually have to kill anyone. I just have to see the look of despair when they stare death in the face. It's not exactly a long-term solution, though. More like a coping mechanism.
Sure would be the most inclined lamb was really tough, remember? Yeah, he can't fight back. I don't know what you mean. He gets hives if he tries to fight back, so like, there's literally nothing he can do.
I'm not sure how to react to that. I have no idea what it feels like.
Think of it like when you watch sexy videos online to sate your own desires. It doesn't make them completely go away, but after a decent session, they fade back into the background for a while, you know?
Hey, don't just assume that's what I do.
Doesn't that mean you prefer in-person encounters, Mr. Sumino? How very analog of you. I guess I'm the same in a way. Although in my case, it was always the ladies coming to me.
Ima's questionable work history is something I really don't want to get into right now.
The only problem is that no one seems to want to show me their seconds before death face.
I'm not doing it.
That's cold, man. At least let me ask first.
Yeah!
I know how you feel, Mr. Omokage. It's no fun letting frustration build up until it feels like it's ready to burst. I may not be a killer or a sexual deviant, but I understand impulse control at least.
I guess you could describe Ima as impulsive. Like the time he stabbed Takamaru last time around.
Your face isn't analog? I guess no, it's digital. Drinking water.
Come now, Mr. Sumino. Don't act like you don't know what Mr. Omokage is talking about.
How do you mean?
You know what it's like. You killed Mr. Otsuki, didn't you?
But that was different. Ido was a traitor. He was dangerous. He sabotaged the team and even killed some of us before. If I'd let him live, he would have gone after the baby in the defense room again. Eventually, he wouldn't have stopped until humanity itself was wiped out.
Are you making excuses inside your head right now? Thinking of ways to justify what you did? Oh, don't get me wrong. I really don't care either way. I'm just saying, regardless of the original trigger, you know what it's like to kill another person. You understand that impulse.
Okay, maybe you're right. I did kill Ido out of anger. Everyone has the potential to become a killer under the right circumstances. I'm no exception.
Lighten up, Mr. Sumino. This isn't a serious civic that. This isn't that serious of a discussion. More of a casual chat between murderers and murder-adjacent friends. If you ever want to help me with my urges, you're welcome in my room anytime for a tour. I mean, massage session.
Not happening ever. I decided to change the subject before things got too weird and brought up the discovery from yesterday. Nozomi had already told the others about the enemy base full of dead invaders. On our return, the organic life detection device still indicated 15 people inside the school. Discussing all the mysteries facing us, time passed surprisingly quickly. By the time I got back to my room, the nighttime announcement was only minutes away.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never will then.
Okay. Oh my god, chat. I like my head was feeling fuzzy, so I did that thing where you like pinch your nose and blow out. And my ears have not popped properly. And it's really annoying me.
Time for bed already. I got nothing done today. I flopped down on my bed feeling pleasantly full and relaxed after dinner. Guess it's back to sleep for me. The thought had barely crossed my mind before my consciousness started to drift away.
Yawn. I can't yawn on command.
I can only fake it.
Ugh. But it doesn't actually pop my ears because it's not real.
Why fight it? I let go and allowed sleep to carry me away. And so my 41st day in Last Defense Academy came and it went practically in the same breath. Little did I know that a fresh crisis would await me on day 42.
Uh-oh. I wonder what it's gonna be.
Get prepared. Be ready to.
Probably an attack.
Morning. Still half asleep, I let out a long yawn as I tried to pop my ears, but it wouldn't work. And chat was just telling me yawn more, and it wouldn't work because you can't just forcibly do that to yourself. And the fact of wearing headphones is kind of making it worse. But if you do that off your ears, then that still also doesn't really fix this. You don't know what to do anymore. Still half asleep, I let out a long yawn as I tried to orient myself. After sleeping so much lately, I felt like I have a lot of energy today. Who could that be this early? I didn't like the sound of that flurry of doorbell rings. I hurried over the door and opened it.
Takumi, come quick. The life sign reading changed.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Here, look.
13. There's 2 less than yesterday.
Oh my god. Are Takumi and Eva going to be dead in the cafeteria? I'm afraid something bad might have happened to someone.
Okay, let's get everyone together. The boss and I split up, telling the rest of the team to go to the cafeteria for an emergency meeting. When we got there, the only ones missing were...
If only one is missing, it may be gone, but it's two.
Where are Darumi and Gaku?
Oh! Maybe they went back to get the animals? We still don't know what it is they saw. Because the picture didn't show unless I'm dumb and couldn't work it out. There's 12 of us here now. If the kids are out there, the missing two signs must be theirs.
Well, they had a good run. Honestly, I thought Mr. Maruka would have been killed sooner.
You saying the killer struck again, but where are the bodies?
We don't know that Gaku and Darumi are dead. They may have just gone outside the wall.
Those two... I guess it's not totally out of the question. Has anyone checked if the school bus is still in the parking lot?
I'll go look now. The rest of you check around here for anything out of the ordinary.
They took the animals when they said they need to use bathrooms? See, I think they did, but they have not touched on that. Wait up, I'll come with you.
The bus is gone. Those two must have taken it.
That probably means they're okay, but where could they have gone?
How long's it total on your device been 13?
Since this morning announcement. When I checked before bed last night, it still said 15.
So they snuck out during the night. Let's go back to the cafeteria for now.
I got an animal in my lap. What animal?
We hurried back to the cafeteria where everyone was still talking excitedly.
Sir Takumi, a report. Lady Darumi and Sir Gaku left a note. We found it on the table. It was way over the corners. We didn't notice it first. Here.
Gone out for a run errand. BRB from Darumi and Gaku.
What the heck? Don't these guys have any sense of danger at all?
We had danger. How about a little consideration for the others? I'm gonna wring their necks for making us war like this.
How about the bus? Was it gone?
Yeah, I guess it means whatever made them leave was pretty urgent. Maybe they got together but not like mindless beasts. Outside in the open air. How indecently wild.
Speculating won't help us now. All we can do is wait for them to get back. With all the chaos caused by Darumi and Gaku's disappearance starting to settle down, we brought the meeting to an end and spent the day as normal. Finally, long after the sun had gone down, Kyoshiga spotted the bus on the horizon, and we once again assembled in the cafeteria.
You have a cat on your lap. You don't ship them? I don't either. Darumi is mine.
Our returning friends avoided looking any of us in the eye. They must have sensed how much trouble they were in.
Okay, when those two leave, they're in trouble. But when I leave randomly, like the Redstone route, it's fine. Who knows?
Where exactly have you two been all this time?
Oh, nowhere, just outside.
Oh.
Obviously, I'm asking where outside and why you went there.
It was just kinda, you know. Yeah, you know how it is.
Enough nonsense.
Give me a real answer. Now.
You're beautiful and you're angry, Mrs. Hiroko.
What are we watching here?
They look like a couple of kids getting scolded by their mom for staying out too late. I feel kind of bad for them. Hiroko's so threatening, but I guess it just shows how worried she was.
Doesn't it look more like an outright interrogation to me?
Yeah, we had thing wanted to do that makes me sound.
What? You two went back there all on your own?
Huh?
We figured to be safe since all the invaders were already dead, and we got there, it's just the same as before.
Why did you leave without saying anything? Be honest, we won't be mad.
I left them behind the other day when Gaku and I went for our group PN session. That's right, we accidentally left our fusion behind. We knew we'd get chewed out for it, so we decided to go back and get them ourselves.
Both of you lost him at the same time? How could you be so dense?
Do you have a death wish or you're really bit stupid? Why don't you die now and save us all a lot of trouble? See, I knew you'd get mad at us. When you think about it, it's really Takumi's fault. If he hadn't hired us, we'd have been a lot more careful.
You're really gonna blame me for this. You're so irresponsible, it's almost impressive.
Please tell me you at least found your diffusers. You bet, got them right here, no problem at all.
Is that really all you went there for?
Yeah, of course, why would I nice about like that? Come on, Hiroko. We're back sick, so won't we just let it slide? By the next time you run off like that, you'll be getting the electro chamber elimination treatment. I have no idea what that is, but I don't want to find out. We're sorry, we won't do it again.
So long as you guys understand. Don't go worrying us like that.
I'll be good. Well, getting so late, Mr. Hiroko was kind of fun its own way. Mood.
I still had my doubts about this story, but it looked like the crisis was over for now. With a collective sigh of relief, we all headed back to our rooms.
At ease, soldiers.
Ow.
It's time
Hi,
to hit the
Monokuma.
hay. You never will then.
Hiroko the Tiger Mom, Takuma the Words Like Dead, and Moko the main aunt. Whoa! Hey, Skibidi! You are the bee's knee. I'm the bee's knees. Oh my gosh. Hi, Thora. As well. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you playing today? And did you have fun? Oh. Skibidi Lamar? Yo, I love Skibidi Toilet. I haven't watched the latest ones though. But yeah, what are you guys playing tonight?
With all the confusion today was weirdly tiring. My body and mind felt worn out. Fatigue after a battle was bad enough, but this was something different.
He was also playing Hunterline. Oh, Skibby no D. You're completely right. Oops. You guys finished this route you're on now? Oh, sure, really? That's one kind of think cool, Skitty. I'm sorry. How many endings do you have? We have 11 endings. I won't say what they are because I don't. Because even just saying what the endings are would probably be spoilers.
I guess there are bound to be days like this sometimes. I just have to work hard to do better tomorrow. I lay down in bed and immediately felt sleepy. I surrendered to the feeling and let my consciousness fade away. I didn't know it then, but the crisis wasn't over. In fact, it was just beginning.
I might be doing what you're doing right now. The kill Aito, leave the school, kick the league one. Whoa, Skibby Pro, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Bunny Brigade. Glad to be here. So nice to meet you. Yeah, leave. If you know my stream this time, I'm gonna follow you. Too. Your emotes and stuff are really cute as well. Ding dong, ding dong. Oh, that's the wrong ding dong.
Who's there and this early too? Responding to the bell, I crawled out of bed and lumbered toward the door. It wasn't even light out yet. Rubbing the sleep from my eyes, I opened the door to find Nozomi? Moko.
Sorry to disturb you, but this couldn't wait. Nozomi said she heard sounds coming from somewhere downstairs. You want to go check it out when they were?
Weird noises.
It's probably just my imagination, but with everything else going on, I didn't want to take any chances. And it's kind of scary going with just 2 girls, even if one of them is the apocalyptic mane of destruction. We could sure use a nice strong man accompanying us, you know?
Okay, let's go see what these noises are. I'm curious too. We should probably go in our class armor just in case.
Of course. Thank you, Takumi. I beat it. The animals Gaku and Darumi brought back. I'll blow you a thank you kiss too. Now go grab your gear and get in the ring.
We transformed and set out into the night. A light rain was falling outside, giving the school a damn dingy feel.
21 endings. Okay, you have a lot more than me.
We've been looking for a while now, but I don't see anything strange.
Me neither. Maybe I was just hearing things. Don't let your guard down yet, Nozomi. What if some prowler emerging from the shadows and suplexes you from behind? Okay, I'll be careful. Let's take one more look around before we call tonight.
Sounds good. We can't get careless now. It looked like our little investigation was going to end without turning up anything noteworthy. But just as I was beginning to relax...
Could there be any animals that get picked up by the lie detector? No idea. Someone else died beside Eva? No one's died.
Huh? Where did Moko go?
Mean routes though? Routes are confusing. I think technically this is my 4th route. But like some of the routes are so massive. They're like, I just did part of it and then moved on to the next one.
Huh? Where did Moko go?
That's weird. She was right behind me a second ago.
I wasn't sure how or when it happened, but Nozomi and I had gone separated from Moko. I could have sworn she was still with us when we turned that last corner.
Moko, where are you?
She's not answering. You don't think something's happened to her, do you?
Maybe she just went to the bathroom. I'll go check.
I should probably go with you.
No, we need to prioritize finding her. Let's split up. We'll cover ground that way. Don't worry, it's right here. We'll meet back here in a little while.
Hey, Nozomi! Before I could stop her, Nozomi ran off towards the nearest girl's bathroom. I considered following her, but she was right. Finding Moko came first. She couldn't have gone far. I began retracing my steps, calling Moko's name as I went, but there was no sign of her anywhere. Could she have gone out somewhere? Didn't seem likely, but I'll check just in case.
I'm on Twitch. I want to find more people to talk about 100 lines for gaming frames. Yeah! It's 1 AM for me, so we defeat to get that stream. Yeah, please sleep well. Next mania. Also, chat, can someone remind me at the end of the stream? I need to make a command for my endings. I need to make it like an exclamation point endings or something. And I can just like put the numbers in.
It doesn't seem likely, but I'll check just in case.
Whoa, rain. We don't get much rain in this game. What happened this route? Nothing.
Whoa, the rain's gone heavier. I didn't think about stopping to grab an umbrella or anything. After a few seconds, I was completely drenched. The rain also made it hard to make out my surroundings very well. Hey, Moko! If you're out here, answer me! No response. That means she's still inside, right? I should head back for now. I don't want to leave Nozomi alone for too long. Not to mention, standing in the rain's making me cold. I need to get back inside soon. A scream! Was that Nozomi? The sudden cry rang throughout the night. It definitely come from inside the school. Where that was, it can't be good. I have to hurry. I ran back to the school and headed in the direction the scream had come from.
It sounded more like Moko.
Nozomi, are you okay?
Takumi, you have to help. It's the killer.
The killer, don't tell me they showed up again.
They did! And they killed Moko!
What?
And now they're after me. What are we gonna do? We have to get Moko before it's too late.
Okay, just stay calm. Take me to where Moko is.
Alright, come on, it's this way.
The killer got Moko. This can't be happening, can it? Nozomi led me to one of the classrooms on the first floor. I opened the door but took a step back in terror when I saw what was inside.
No way.
Oh, she's actually... Did the killings happen when it rains? And Hiroko wasn't attacked when it rained. And I don't know about Ava. But I don't remember you mentioning rain at all. Okay, hear me out. Latest Skid. Hear me out. She was behind us. Maybe Takumi blanked out for a moment and just like turned around and stabbed her. It's weird that we wouldn't hear the scream though. But like, we were in the same downstairs building. We should have heard her shout or like scream or fight or something anyway.
Moko lay motionless on the floor, surrounded by an ocean of blood. Her body was torn to shreds just like Ava's had been.
In that time frame's impossible Moko though? We don't know when she died. Seemingly she died before we took control of him.
No longer breathing, no longer moving, her body was just a giant slab of meat.
Come on, Takumi! We have to get Moko to the Revive-O-Matic!
Right. Here, we'll carry her together.
Oh shit, it's in this room.
We crouched down beside Moko. Her body was still warm and soon our hands were covered in her blood. So much blood. Will the Revive-O-Matic even work on her anymore? We still have to try.
Hold on, Moko. We're taking you to the infirmary.
Let's hoist her up. 1, 2, 3. But just as we were about to get moving. Footsteps. Somebody's coming this way. Zoe noticed them too. She glanced down the hallway and looked at abject horror on her face.
Takumi.
I'll go see who it is. You stay here.
But...
If things get dangerous, run. Focus on staying alive, understand?
Man, class armor doesn't do much, huh? You're completely right.
Infuser in hand, I slowly crept down the hallway the footsteps were coming from. Huh? There's no one here. The footsteps I'd heard before had stopped, leaving a deathly silence in their place. Did I just imagine them? No, Nozomi heard them too.
Oh. Hello?
All of a sudden the killer was there. Black suit and power saw included. How'd they get the power saw back? Never mind that, I have to do something. You, how dare you do that to Moko? I found myself raising my fuse and swinging it viciously at the killer. What? But the knife bounced right off the suit, the recoil sending me staggering back. My hemoatom attack's not working. What am I supposed to do?
Takumi.
Nozomi, don't come any closer. Get out of here.
I can't just abandon you. I'll fight too.
It's no good. Hemoatom won't work on them. We have to run.
But...
Come on, this way.
Okay, I guess this means we're not crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is terrifying. Oh my god. Why is the door closed? Where is he gone? Ah!
Not
like this.
I wanna... I don't even know where we're going. Just keep running. Oh my god. At least he waits when we got up the stairs. That's nice of him.
It's no good. I can't run anymore.
Me.
Nozomi was still glancing around nervously. I could see her trembling. Don't worry, it's all going to be okay. I'll think of something. I was doing my best to sound confident, but on the inside, I was already choking on my own despair. The female anime attacks won't affect the killer. Am I going to have to tackle them and try to steal the power saw again?
Oh
no, they found us!
What do we do? Where can we go?
We have to head outside. Nozomi and I ran towards the nearest window, but then...
Damn it! We're too late!
The killer steadily advanced towards us, never saying a word but brandishing their power saw the whole time. It's hopeless. If we don't do something, we're dead. Even if we escape out the window, this is the 3rd floor. Can I get us both to the ground safely?
Every time you go into combat, you launch from the 3rd floor. You can do it.
I need to make a choice here and fast. What do I do?
If we jump out the window, I'm worried that Nozomi's gonna die. If we dodge the attack, I'm worried Nozomi's gonna die. What if like dodging the attack made us back the comedy route? Yeah. I jumped out the window last time. I want to try to fight. I feel like even if we get out the window and survive, the killer's just gonna get away. I think we have to stand and try and fight somehow. I think that is the best outcome for us.
We have to dodge this attack first.
Nozomi, stand back!
Takumi!
I steeled myself and braced to face the killer. Going up against the power saw barehanded. When the odds were against me, but I still had to try.
The thing one choice wants to raise his route from comedy route. I know, right?
I punched the killer in the face with a tightly clenched fist. The killer recoiled for a moment, but quickly recovered and swung the power saw at me.
Watch out, Takumi!
I evaded the attack at the very last minute. Power saw struck the wall, the momentum making a deep cut in it.
I thought she was about to get stabbed.
Stay down! I immediately struck back, but with the power saw in the way, my punches couldn't land properly. Damn it! After some tussling against the killer, I found myself backed against the window. I refused to go without a fight, and decided to try a final suicide attack. I faced the killer, fully prepared to die with my next move, however. The killer took advantage of that brief moment of hesitation to kick me violently in the stomach. I was forced to my knees by the intense pain, holding my stomach.
Takumi!
Stay back, Nozomi! I tried getting my feet and stopping Nozomi from coming closer.
Oh my god. He's doing the forbidden attack!
But the killer was faster, swinging the power saw in my direction before I could do anything.
No!
Is this the end?
What?
The final impact never came. I glanced at the killer and saw they'd stopped just short of slicing off my head.
You! Why?
I wanted to ask why they'd stop, but just then...
Get away from Takumi!
Nozomi? Nozomi slipped around behind the killer's back without either of us noticing. The next moment, she kicked the killer with all of her might. The killer was sent crashing through the window and tumbled outside. The power saw spun through the rainy night air and slowly fell. Soon after, we heard the dull and eerie sound of it striking something soft and tearing right through it.
That's good.
We immediately ran to where the killer had fallen, where a shocking sight awaited us.
This is good. I think.
The squashed and motionless body of the killer lay mirrored in a pool of their own gushing blood. The power saw was deeply embedded in their upper body.
The engine stopped. Probably because it went right through the body and got stuck in the ground.
Is the killer dead?
I don't know, but by the looks of it...
I cautiously reached out for the killer's helmet and pulled it off.
What? Why? Why in this route? Out of character and do, yeah, he didn't do this in any other route. Is it that we killed Aito and he was like jealous? Why didn't he kill us like a minute ago then? Oh my god. He wanted to scare us, yeah. Remember, he said that he found a way to like ignore his urges. By... Like he was happy to just like scare someone to death. But he killed Moko though. He actually killed, and he killed Ava. Why? And this doesn't explain why we were in the biolab days ago. Unless he's been like poisoning us, like drugging us, I guess.
It was a familiar face that greeted us beneath the mask.
Yugamu?
He was already dead, but his eyes were still wide open. He lost this much blood, it was unlikely we'd be able to bring him back.
Yugamu? But why? Why did he kill Moko?
He killed Ava before he figured it out, and Moko might not have gone scared, so he escalated too far. I don't know.
As Nozomi broke down next to me, I kept on staring at Yugamu's remains in astonishment. Shocking confusion had paralyzed my mind. I could only register my body becoming heavier and heavier as my clothes soaked up the falling rain. The others had woken up from the commotion and arrived at the scene, only to be confronted by the grisly sight of Moko and Yugamu's dead bodies. No one knew what to think. I barely managed to explain what had happened. We split up to carry the bodies to the morgue and decided to call it a day there and then. Oh, my head hurts. I woke up with a sluggish body and pounding headache. I'd gone to sleep cold all over from being soaked in the rain, and it hadn't done me any good. I don't want to do anything today. The only images in my mind were the murdered Moko and the killer's true identity. My mind was faring worse than my body.
I just don't want to think.
I pulled the blanket over my head and completely shut down.
I'm bewildered. Never in my million now thoughts would I have guessed Yugumo. I kind of, how to put it, I thought it was possible when he started acting weird. But the earlier stuff doesn't make sense. Aside from the fact it was in the biolab. But what are the two people we saw in another route? What are the two we saw in the Ritznum route mean then? There's more than one murderer? Maybe. I wonder if he was possessed. I wonder if maybe we did the first murder and then the possession moved over to him or something. And that's why it didn't want to kill us, because it was like... Wasn't Yugumo also dead in the Ritznum route? Yeah, he was. But yeah, I'm wondering if, I don't know, the possession spread from us? Body hopping ghost? Yeah.
Praying hard that everything would turn out to be a bad dream. I spent the whole day curled up in bed. That was how the curtain fell on my 43rd day at Last Vent Academy.
I'll say it wasn't actually the murder, just solved the only for the fear factor.
Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
I wanted that. I don't know. The Moko stuff doesn't make sense then.
Get ready for your 40. Prepare. Be ready to.
Already morning. I sighed deeply after being woken up by the usual morning announcement. It wasn't a dream. The events of the night before had replayed in my mind vividly. My body had recovered because I slept through the whole of yesterday, but my mind remained in a daze.
Huh?
I should go show my face in the cafeteria at least. I got up from bed and started getting ready to go see the others.
Have they checked where they stored the Skurso? Not yet. Akumi, how are you feeling?
Huh?
Sorry, I was really down yesterday, but I'm strong enough to move now. That's all fine and dandy, but it feels like none of us got much sleep last night, huh?
Oh, duh. How can you just get over the fact Yugumo killed Moko? Goku. I mean...
The shock is real. The killer was Mr. Omokage all along, huh? Tsubasa, what's the current life sign total?
Let's see. It says 13. That shouldn't be right unless it is including Ghost Boy. That's 2 less after losing Moko and Yugumo. So it seems to be working correctly. You should always patch out early bugs before you get a review bombed. What does it matter? Nothing can bring Moko back now.
Kurara's words made my chest tighten. I knew how everyone felt. Of course, for them, this was the first time one of our friends had died.
Huh?
You might not believe me, but none of this happened in my future.
I was so determined to save everyone this time. But I couldn't protect Moko. I'm sorry.
Stop trying to short everything yourself. Dude has become a sitting duck for the enemy.
Indeed. Let us instead honor Lady Moko's memory by defeating those dastardly invaders. So saith the Holy Jumanji Sword.
Oh!
That's right, Mr. Sumino. Your time-traveling hijinks don't even come into play here.
We should probably put the matter whether we believe Takumi or not aside for the sake of unity.
You guys.
You see, now stop wasting your energy on sad vibes and start figuring out how to keep us alive, you pathetic peon. Right, I'm feeling better now. I'll be fine to fight too. I'm gonna see Moko. I need to say proper goodbyes.
Then I'll go with you. I haven't done that yet myself.
In that case, I shall accompany you as well.
I was a little surprised that Kirara was being so nice. She was probably worried about us in her own way.
After all, Nozomi's virtually in danger for that deviant like you go anywhere there. I can already see it. You were thinking you pretend to comfort her, just casually brush your hand across her private parts, weren't you?
Scratch that. I didn't have the strength to rebut her ridiculous accusations anymore.
Hi, Swordman. Nice to see you again.
That was how Nozomi, Kirara, and I ended up heading to the morgue together. The air in the morgue was chilly. There were 4 bodies laid out there. Ido, Ava, Moko, and Yugimu. Each body had been covered with a sheet, so we couldn't tell at a glance who was who.
Moko, thank you for everything.
After mumbling that, Nozomi put her hands together and offered a silent prayer. I put my hands together for Moko as well.
How you doing? I'm very engaged in the story. That's how I'm doing.
When I opened my eyes, I inadvertently met Nozomi's gaze.
What do you suppose Yugimu was thinking? Did he really hate us that much?
Huh?
I don't know, and now we'll never be able to ask.
Yugimu's twisted nature had been clear as day ever since our first meeting at Celeste Friends Academy. Perhaps its perversion simply kept escalating to the point where he killed Moko, that carnal beast.
There's still a lot about what Yugimu does that doesn't make sense to me. But he was a professional killer with an impulse to kill.
Maybe that's why he killed Ava and attacked Hirago and Takumi.
Save your brain cells. You saw with your own eyes what the killer with Yugimu. Are you doubting that now?
Sorry, you're right. It's over.
Well then, if we're quite done here, we should leave before the deviant starts getting ideas.
Can you stop pushing that characterization onto me? Yugimu's motives and actions were still a mystery to us. There were so many questions left unanswered. But we tactically agreed not to pursue the matter and just move on.
Until the next killing. 2 days. This doesn't feel right. Okay, because of what's happened in the game before, part of me is like, what if we've actually just ended the route? Part of me is like, oh, what if we solved it? Now we're on a new route. Because we have so many days left, they could do that. You know? Like, remember, we've had drastic shifts from the same thing to the joke route. We buckle in? You don't think we're done?
Morning again. Time for another day of activity, but first things first, to the cafeteria. We ate our breakfast this morning like any other day. Derpa made me wear beaver ears, and nobody brought up Yugimu, and the mood remained calm throughout.
Huh?
Okay, what should I do today? I thought about my plans for the day while walking down the hallway.
Huh?
Huh? Is that Darumi and Gaku? That's an unusual pair.
Hey, they're gonna be okay, right? I don't know, man. I think the Alpha One's doing alright.
There were talk between just the two of them, but something seemed off. Huh? Hey, what are you guys up to?
Whoa!
You have little teeth too? Yeah. I have fake teeth in.
Oh, don't think you to me. Can you just sit high like a normal person?
I think I was being pretty normal.
Anyway, we're not doing anything, okay? Okay, bye. Wait, that's the new pose, I think.
They hastily left the scene without explaining anything. That's really weird. Not that it matters, I guess. Nothing else happened much after that. Day 46 drew to an uneventful close.
And I don't think we know the route till we finish the route. Yeah, I don't think the routes tell you until you get there. Funnily enough, if we use a bit of metagaming, the amount of space that can fit between that and this is maybe like one more split. Because I need... I don't even know. What is Danmachi? Is that an anime different? I don't know about it.
Up and at 'em,
Oh,
troops,
it's the wrong talk up girls in a
time to
dungeon.
rise and
Right,
shine.
I read the manga.
Get
Oh,
up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 47th day! Active Davis!
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable, suffering the insufferable, to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
is this the evil music, Commander?
Ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from a vile, barbaric enemy.
Was that video trying to steal his own voice as much as possible to tune out like that? Loud tuna? Yeah.
What the? That wasn't normal. Did the announcement bug out? Why do I feel so hazy? Felt like a thick fog had covered my mind. My body grew lighter and lighter. I feel like going back to sleep. What is it? I was brought back to the land of the living by the unrelenting ringing of the doorbell. That was a close one. I almost went out like a light. I hurried over to open the door.
Takumi, good. You're still safe.
Hiroko, what happened? What do you mean safe?
No time to explain. Use these to plug your ears for now. Hurry.
Huh? Earplugs. Without knowing why, I answered the earplugs Hiroko handed me. Then she put out a notepad, scratched something down, and showed it to me. We're under attack from an enemy.
We're under attack from an enemy. Uses special sound frequencies to create illusions.
What? So the announcement just now. Oh, you can't hear me. Give me a sec. I borrowed the pen and notepad. Hiroko hurriedly wrote out a message. What about everyone else?
We'll go help them now.
Just then the alarm sounded. Hiroko was right. We were under attack.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel. The defense
We can't hear this. The soft tone of Vile and Mabuya Academy. No Doki Doki Defense Academy today.
Let's go, Hiroko! She read the movement of my lips and nodded firmly. We split up to tell everyone about the situation and how to deal with it. Fortunately, no one had been completely entranced by the illusions yet. Because our ears were plugged, we were in the strange situation of needing to coordinate attack without being able to hear each other.
Why was she immune to this? How did she know we were being attacked? Actually, it was this route, wasn't it? Way earlier in this route where she warned us? Where she said we will get attacked tomorrow? That was like the night before this thing attacked her, right? I think that was this route. Goodness, you can always forget smile when I cutscene. Don't worry, you'll see it in the other countless routes. I am actually going to be right back. Not miss a thing. Holy shit, is that Hatsune Miku? Whoa! Maybe I did miss a thing.
I am Mugen, the paragon of charity.
Hi, Krusty.
I was too late. You must have suffered so
I don't know where that guy. He's so creepy.
Oh, sweet child.
once again from the beginning.
His power also just feels like so interesting. You know?
Every time I step onto the battlefield, I am filled with nothing but the deepest regret.
Interesting that these two appear. Yeah. These two plus the lion and worm one. See, the lion and worm are at least like married, I believe. I don't get these ones. They seem to have no relation.
He rewound time and brought her back. This commander wasn't able to turn back time so smoothly before. He must have powered up too. What an annoying ability. We'll have to defeat him first then.
She's a dancer, he's a disco ball. But why is he a disco ball? His power did not relate to disco at all. Why is he a disco ball? Hey, yo. Okay, I don't believe we've seen Moko's one yet. Moko should be the last one. Never mind. Never mind, I just remember.
Somebody has to do it.
I just remembered we can't give this to Moko.
This is it.
Moku.
You're finished.
Oh my god, she is Moku now. Moku and Hugamu. How did you able to make skin battle? So because with this game, you keep replaying the game over and over, getting different endings. If you fought a fight before, you can skip it in other timelines. So because we've fought them before, and this is like our 5th time seeing them, they don't make us fight them every time, we just have to fight them once. Which I am grateful for. Imagine how much longer this game would be if we had to do the like 10 boss fights every route.
I guess I've got no choice.
Imagine. Hi, Tim.
Yeah. This is it. You're finished.
Okay, keep powering up Takumi. Bro gonna be as strong as Zero Kamakura by the game Yes Queen. Appreciate the effort, but a lot of stuff is unskippable, particularly if you want to make a post-spell decision a bit clunky. Yeah. You know. Yeah, we freaking won! Keep it down. Your broke boy voice has been more grimy than usual. We fought with our ears plugged the entire time. I know it was just top 32 track, but it was exhausting. Yes, the Holy Japunchi sword and I weren't able to hear each other, and it was made for an antagonizing fight. Wait, what? The sword can hear? Why didn't you let me enjoy the illusion? I want to see the happiest ending of all. We all have fun killing each other.
Somebody shut the psycho girl up.
Anyway, it was Takumi Hiroko's quick thing and allowed us to react so quick. Yeah, your experience in future really saved us this time.
Actually, this wasn't. Oh. Hiroko suddenly pinched my arm, cutting off what I was about to say.
How does she know?
Does she not want them to know it was her idea? I mean, exactly. I remembered how this commander fought back in my future. Good thing we made it in time.
If you remembered, why couldn't you have told us earlier? Maybe then I wouldn't have had to experience the nasty illusion of my dear sister backhanding me when I tried to follow her into the bathroom.
That wasn't an illusion. Oh my gosh. Wait. If they were in their rooms, the bathrooms have windows anyway to see into them. I'm not gonna think about it.
I'm just glad we managed to defend the academy without anybody getting hurt.
Yes, it's up to us to fight harder now for Moko. You guys must be tired. Let's all rest up. I'll see you tomorrow.
We won the battle and parted ways in a friendly mood.
It has the fancy private glass you can darken. That makes a lot of sense.
Hiroko alone said nothing. She was gazing at the sky and appeared to be thinking deeply about something. How did she know that this commander used sound waves to create illusions? Was it another one of those secrets she couldn't tell me about? Would she ever take me into her confidence? I went back to my room with my heart feeling weighed down. I was so tired that I fell asleep. I fell clean asleep before very long.
So, actually, if we're not the killer, why does she not trust us so much? That part still doesn't make sense. Also, can we pick up the rate of the days here? If this is a 100-day route, I want to skip a lot. Because Takumi's breath is stinky.
We still have a lot of days to go.
Get ready, prepare, be ready to go.
The days always I'd kept doing whatever I could. I couldn't afford to be sitting around and be idle. So instead I'm going to spend my day doing nothing but free time.
Why do I have that voice now? Oh, because I thought you were quoting...
I've still got a ways to go.
I thought you were quoting that. But I guess not. Anyway, what do we want to give to Gaku, which he has not already received? Oh, the free food coupon. Food stamps. National food stamps in some situations, these can feel like they're worth more than regular money.
Hey, you're actually pretty thoughtful, aren't you? Keep those gifts coming.
Wait. And he didn't love it. He did not love that item. Who is that item for if not Gaku? My god, we need resources. Shut up, buff anyone. Oh! Actually, this one I really want to buff. You are a character I get a lot of use out of. Okay, that's all of our resources gone. Should we have done that the first half of the day so that we could go scavenging? Yes. What food does he like then? Oh, cheap folksy food. He wants cheap food. Gaku can cook, right? Yeah.
Hey, you're actually
What?
Ah.
We gave him a walk. What else could he want?
I'm so tired. Once I'm back in my room, I'll take a shower or something. As I walked down the hallway after the day's activities, I felt someone approaching.
If it isn't Sir Takumi, your reign of terror ends here.
Am I the villain now? Anyway, are you heading back to your room too?
Indeed, the Holy Jumanji Sword wishes to play cards tonight.
A sword that can play card games. I didn't even know what to say to that. Then I felt something else.
Huh?
Why would they show us what it is? Is it just moving that fast? What is it?
I thought I felt someone staring at me for a moment. Did you see anything, Kyoshika?
I did feel a presence now that you mention it, but it was too brief to make out.
He looked all around but didn't see anything suspicious. Okay, it's probably just our imagination. We should get back soon. We were right next to the morgue and I didn't feel like lingering around there at night. Kyoshika and I headed for the roof and went to our rooms. Day 49 of my school life flew by just like that.
At present, they haven't felt since they were married. Been a hard couple of years.
Hello there.
Up and Adam Troop! Get ready! In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked the courtyard. I'll give them to you.
You found the prisons right next to the morgue. Imagine.
It was day 50, technically the halfway point, but it felt like we still had a really long way to go. For now, I guess I'll go to the cafeteria.
The Kimi and Kyoshi get married, couple route. Boy, would I like to see that. Same. I can be the kunai to her samurai sword.
When I reached the cafeteria, everyone else was there too, having breakfast.
Despite what the announcement said, the courtyard was already unlocked a long time ago.
And there's a present you promised to give us. Are you saying there's no gift? No! Everything is lies! Everything is lies! A gift from a past grandma like that would be worth a second glance anyway. Darn it, knocking something we're supposed to get makes me feel like I'm lost out. Can't we just get a better breakfast than usual?
You can use a Rationomatic for that.
Huh?
I'm not talking about the actual food. Like the vibe, you know?
Aha!
So a breakfast party. You're the type of party animal with an idealized image of Christmas, aren't you?
Surely the defense game will play in a band one of these routes. My god, I would love that. Kiri can be the blade to Kyoshika's. She already has a sword. I could never come between her and the Holy Jumanji. She does ask for the match for someone she gives a gift. Yeah, it's really, really cute. She is a very pure girl. Very cute. Breakfast party with bikinis. Actually, it's kind of weird there's no pool here. I guess it's not a real school, but... Including the men.
Who's thinking about Christmas? You have to was. What's wrong with that? I grew up dirt poor, never gonna enjoy any special events before. Yeah! How many people in the world should just drop dead? That pies himself should live on forever. It's such a classy move for someone to die at a party during a blackout.
Okay, chat, who gets this reference? This is a real meat on the bone, isn't it? This right here is a real meat on the bone.
No need to carry on, please. Moko just died. You should really show some respect or you were killing game fantasies for a while.
I think that's pretty common trope. That is a direct reference to one of the murders in one of the Danganronpa games. Yeah, that's right, chat. It's the meat on the bone incident. It all comes around.
How long are you pounds gonna stay dark and gloomy for? It's getting too bold here for my noble Alpha senses. You really think a Moko wants tiptoeing around her death like a bunch of gawky gorillas in a minefield?
Excuse me, what you're calling gawky, tomato head?
So the gorilla part gets a pass? She's right though. Moko always hated it when the mood got too somber. Can't believe they actually reference that for the trial. I know. Bone on the meat, bone on meat there. The meat bone on. It's weird how people struggle with that sentence. It really was. Verily, Lady Moko was the epitome of good cheer, always putting me in a sleeper choke with the brightest smile on her face.
That doesn't sound true at all.
What I'm trying to say is, Moko would be happier to see us having fun, throwing loud parties instead of moping around.
In that case, we should definitely do it. Does everyone agree? Yeah, I don't see why not. Now that murder Yugumu ain't around anymore.
If that's what the team leader wants.
A party would be nice for change. Then without further ado, let us party the day away.
You don't have to tell me twice. I'll go get everything ready.
One thing led to another, and before we knew it, we decided to throw a party that night to celebrate making it to day 50. We weren't going to do anything special, just eat whatever we could get the Rashomanic to spit out. But we busied ourselves with the decorating and other preparations, and the time for the party soon arrived.
Whoa!
Wow, this is unexpectedly nice.
The fruits of our combined labor. Even the Holy Jumanji sword approves. We went all out since we're doing this to celebrate Moko's memory.
Pretty nice, huh? Don't be shy, everyone. Eat as much as you want.
Who directed the food preparation and I helped. My dear sister's canapes are to die for. There's also chocolate kimchi, fish roe custard, and liver sashimi whipped cream. Are you saying they're not penalties for losing a bet?
The menu makes it clear this is a party for the unwashed masses, but I suppose I could lower myself once in a while. You do at least have caviar, yes?
Wine goes well with caviar. Unfortunately, this place isn't stocked with alcohol.
But you can make it in the Gift-O-Matic.
Of course not. What if there was an attack? Thought you were supposed to be the model student around here.
Can we get this party started already? That food's gonna get cold.
Has anyone seen the party poppers? I thought we made some earlier. Check there are no gaps under the foot. Oh. Good one. Her can drink wine? Yeah, it's one of her favorite items.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna like, move upon you, please make this body your head and blow me into dirty fire instead.
There's no need for that. I'll go get them. You said you left them in the Gift-O-Matic, right?
What? But Takumi.
Don't worry about it, Shoma. Just stay here and have some fun, okay?
Uh-oh.
Great, Shoma boy sounds really unsure. Apples, why do you not like on the show, my boys? I'm sorry that you have to listen to a piece of garbage like myself trying to sound like a character in one of your favorite video games. I can just jump on my bridge who never have to hear the horrible, disgusting sound of my voice again.
Wait. Oh my god. You didn't... I forget. America's real weird with drinking age. And by weird, I mean most Americans haven't really... They don't know that it's different in other countries. And in New Zealand, the drinking age is 18, but with parental permission, you can do it younger. You definitely can't drink till 20. That being said, New Zealand has like a massive drinking problem, so... Well, it's pretty big. Do it that way you will.
The gift-o-matic is in the rec room. That's on the 3rd floor.
Usually if you have a pyramid of alcohol in the meal. Oh! Oh! Hello. Screw whatever conversation we were having before!
Where am I?
I opened my eyes and found myself lying on the floor. I quickly looked around. Huh? Isn't this the metal shop? The realization I frantically retraced my memories. The last I remembered, I was heading to the rec room to retrieve some party poppers. But on the way, 2 figures dressed in black suddenly appeared. One of them hit me hard and I passed out. Just like that time. This happened on the night of day 16 as well, when Hiroka was attacked. When I woke up, I was lying on the floor of the battle lab for some reason.
Two figures of blacks means just 3 of them. Yeah, because all our friends were downstairs as well. These are either our dead classmates or external people then.
Wait, more importantly. The people that attacked me were wearing the same kind of strange black suit as the killer. Like Yugimo was already dead. Why had they been dressed up in the same way? Could it be Yugimo had accomplices? But who were those two? My breathing quickened as my mind swirled in confusion. Calm down, calm down. I have to get back to the cafeteria and let the others know about this. I was trying to steel myself when suddenly it happened. All of a sudden, I could hear screaming. Did they get to them already? And the figures in black gone on the attack the others after they knocked me out.
But why didn't they kill me? They're like explicitly not killing me. It has to be because I either have Aito's blood or because I'm cursed or something.
I dashed out of the metal shop and ran towards the cafeteria at full speed. Is everyone alright?
Sir Takumi, it is confounding. Sir Yugamu has...
What? Yugimo? I looked over where Kyoshiko was pointing, sheer terror on her face. Wah! Right there was Yugimo, who we all thought was dead until now.
He just showed up all of a sudden. What the heck is he doing here?
Who revived Mr. Omokage without telling us? That's impossible. His body was in no condition to be revived.
Then how can he be back? How would I know? But he was the killer, right? We should take him out before he gets a chance to backstab us all again.
Wait, there's something I need to tell you about that. Hey, is it just me or something off about this dude?
If you were dead for a while, you would be too. I'm the resident expert on dead games here, so let me handle this. Yugumu, hey! Tell us what it felt like to be dead.
She's gonna get bitten.
Darumi, no!
Rumi bounced over to Yugumu the moment she got close enough.
Ah!
Hey, let her go!
I lunged at Yugumu and pounced on Darumi and gave him a flying kick. But he'd already been down on Darumi's neck. His head reared back, tearing out a chunk of flesh and spraying blood everywhere.
Oh, the most disgusting part is hearing that. Be strong, Lady Darumi.
This pet, she's losing too much blood.
Yugumu, what the hell did you think you're doing, bastard?
Ah!
Doesn't seem like he's too open to conversation. It might be risky to get too near to him too.
Can he come back as a zombie?
Huh? A zombie.
He's still moving around even though he's dead and he's biting other people. This is so totally something out of a zombie movie. And then maybe there would be a zombie and turn into one as well, right?
Like a zombie virus.
What the hell? Rash Hero always kills these zombies by breaking their head up on the base with bat or something.
Speaking realistically, I don't think that would work. If zombie blood gets in your eyes, you'll get infected too.
So what are we supposed to do? How do we deal with a virus we know nothing about? Well, what? Chadimir, just follow. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Bunny Brigade. Glad to have you here.
That doesn't look good. Run away, guys.
What about Darumi?
I'll carry Psycho Girl. You just think about running as far as you can.
But no,
Uh-oh.
We took to our heels in order to get away from the barely recognizable form of what had once been Yugumu.
Why did you take off the mask? I don't know. Did it fall off?
We were all in such a rush that we got separated from each other. Did I manage to get away? Feeling concerned, I turned to look behind me and... Karara!
you trapped in the Have you seen my mask anywhere?
I can go back for it later. For now, don't stop running. You should get into your class armor too, just in case. Do you have your infuser with you?
Yes, I do.
We both drove our infuser in our hearts at the same time and transformed into our class armor.
Is it all because you have oversized clothes?
Good, now let's go. Stay close to me.
This is the first time we've seen Karara in her arm without a mask. Yeah, I was thinking that.
I'm too scared to stand.
I grabbed the inflated Karara's hand so he could continue running, but just as I did... Oh shoot, come on, Karara!
It's also the first time we've seen a close-up of her 3D model. Oh! Wait, that's why they transformed, because they'd only have 3D model. They'd only have 3D models of their combat. Which, actually, I'm surprised they modeled her head.
We managed to shake off Yugumu and found refuge in the biolab. It was pitch black inside. We sat on the floor together and I held Karara in a protective embrace. Shh, quiet. The door of the biolab was still busted after what happened on day 16. If Yugumu found us here, we'd be done for. Is he gone? I couldn't sense Yugimu nearby anymore. Cautiously, I opened the door to look outside. Quick check on the hallway confirmed that nobody was around. He'd passed by without us noticing us. Phew, I think we're safe now, but we should probably stay here a while longer.
I was so scared. Why are you gonna be so mean to us? I've had enough. I want out.
Yeah.
Hey, calm down. You'll be alright, okay?
Takumi, don't ever leave me alone. Ah.
I won't. I'm right here with you. See? Now come on, stop crying. I spent the better part of that sleepless night trying to confront Kurara in her distress. Eventually morning came, and we felt safe enough to leave the room.
I want a Kurara woman trial. Kurara's the... I love Tsundere's. She's a massive tsundere. The problem is we very, very, very rarely get to see the dairy part. And like without the dairy part, she's just Soon. And no one likes Soon. The fact that you can move to zombie surprise me, so this isn't the only zombie I'm in this game. I genuinely have no idea.
Kurara and I went to the cafeteria and saw that everyone else had also returned.
Takumi, Kurara, thank goodness you're both alright.
Yeah, glad to see you guys safe too. Does anyone know where Yugimu went after that?
So, why did no one try to kill him? I guess they didn't want blood getting on them. But like... You're really telling me Shoma with a giant Gundam couldn't do it? Or... They could have used ranged attacks. Down a turret. I don't know.
Well, not really. We were discussing it, but nobody saw where you disappeared to.
How could we? We were all holed up in our own hiding places.
Incompetent maggots, a lot of you. Why didn't one of you make yourself useful by sacrificing yourself for the greater good?
Is there a reason why you guys so far been using internally? Because we don't have access to it. Not easily. Only Ghost Boy can use it. He can put it in devices for us. That's how the missiles work and how the grenade we had in one round worked. But it's not very easy to get. So we don't just have it on demand. Can we save that after one? Well, yeah, but that's just because it had to be remotely detonated that time. Do you have a character made it? Go give a hug. The problem is, we haven't seen him in ages. He doesn't come out every day. He comes out like maybe once every 2 weeks at a random time in the middle of the night. It uses a lot of power to maintain that form.
Incompetent maggots, the lot of you. Why didn't one of you make yourself useful and sacrifice yourself for the greater good?
I'll gladly do that, even if it involves sealing up an immortal 9-tailed fox within me. Aw, she willingly said she'd become Naruto. Her favorite anime character.
Yoshika, you do whatever you want, so long as you keep your dumb assery to yourself.
As you wish.
Tsubasa, has the radio on your device changed?
I kinda dropped it when I ran out of the cafeteria and now it's broken, sorry.
It's not your fault. Staying alive is more important than any machine.
I patrolled the area a little just now. There was no sign of Yugimu.
Okay, here's my theory, chat. I think we're gonna get back to the morgue, and he's gonna be back under a blanket.
Okay, so Yukimu's gone missing. What about Darumi? She's gone, or we stuffed her in the Revive-O-Matic, but it didn't do any good. I see. Thanks for trying. Anyway. I'd more or less expected that what I saw just now. That when I saw how much blood was spurting out that she'd gone bitten. I was still holding out hope that maybe, just maybe.
We took Darumi's body to the morgue and I put her into class armor.
Huh? What? How?
Oh, it's just a replica made of the Gift-O-Matic. Her whole body was covered in blood. I wanted her to look clean in her final slumber at least.
Did you see how he tore into her neck back there? Even I had to take a step back.
I always knew he was as perverse as Akumi, but not to that extent.
Aha! We're talking about Sir Yugamu.
Enough of you and your laggy responses. By the way, I also put Moko and Yugi into replica class armor sets before all this happened.
Oh.
Wow. Now they can reuse those 3D models, huh? I even made one for Eva based off on my own artificial class armor. Now they can reuse all of those 3D models. It's like with Darumi. I didn't like to think of them lying there all bloody and torn up.
Sorry, really think a zombie's here.
I have the exact same question. We've never seen zombies before. If there really was a mysterious virus going around, why did Yugi get infected with it? I wanted to make excuse 3D model to be used in class armor, they're not being subtle. I'm gonna be honest. I do not think the average person would pick up on that. Like, genuinely being honest. I obviously know it because every other day I'm talking with artists who are complaining that I gave them too large of a scope. But the average person probably doesn't think much about art scope. If there's really a mysterious virus going around, when did Yugimu get infected with it?
Probably via a living organism that was carrying the virus, like an animal or a bug.
Wait a sec.
You brought those rats or cockroaches or something back with you.
What happened to Rumi now that she's been bitten by zombie Yugimu?
The virus spread to her and she becomes a zombie too. That's just a theory though, right? Not set in stone, right?
Huh? Yeah, but we shouldn't touch her body till we can find solid proof either way. There's something else that's been bothering me too. I told everyone about the figures in black that appeared the night before.
Cockroaches? Whatever it is that Darumi and Gaku took as pets.
Apparently nobody else had seen them. Who were those people? Where'd they come from? Where'd they gone? We ended the day without being able to solve any of those mysteries. We decided that we'd all sleep in front of the gym from now on as an extra precaution.
If you asked me early this stream if I thought we were going to be doing a zombie rap, I would have said hell no.
Get ready, prepared.
Well, actually, I would have said, well, the fact you're asking me this tells me probably. But this is very surprising.
Morning again. Wait a sec. Where am I? Why am I wearing class armor? The ceiling seemed unfamiliar. I panicked for a brief moment and then I remembered. We'd all slept in the gym last night for safety. I'd also proposed we kept our class armor on so we could react quickly to any emergencies.
What? Speaking of ways through 3D models. Can't wait for the reality TV rouse. Well, it was a prank. We did that route already. Genuinely. Good morning, Tumi. Did you sleep well?
Morning, Nozomi. Yeah. After being up all night that first night, I slept like a log.
Lies! I bet you've been up all night oogling Nozomi's refined figure she slept. Think about all the wicked things you could do to her limp defenseless body.
You know, I have to wonder, does Karara like Nozomi? Is she just like projecting all of her fantasies onto Takumi? Like, yeah, is she just projecting it all? Got a tomato back, she sure did.
That's slander.
I don't think you can hide everything from me. Putting up with Kyoshiga's nightly obscenity with her sword have made my senses highly attuned.
They are not nightly. We didn't do anything last night, at least. But they're like best friends. I mean, they only met each other during the 100 days, like the start of the 100 days.
You guys are such morning people. I barely slept a wink. Ah.
Hey. Me neither. The sudden crisis and move to the gym was hardly conducive to a good night's rest. I guess the change of environment made some of you too uncomfortable to sleep, huh? I stayed up the whole night to ensure no one would gaze upon my dear sister's adorable sleeping face.
You didn't need to do that. I wish you'd knock it off. Gaku, you don't look too well. Could you not sleep either? Yeah, something like that.
Hey!
Why the hell are you hiding like scared rabbits anyway? You should be out there tracking down Yugumu. Have you learned nothing from zombie movies? The guy who does stuff like that always comes back infected himself. This ain't the movies, dumbass.
The zombies even move around during the day? Don't they all melt in sunlight or something? I mean, maybe the zombies moved around in the day without any problems.
Oh. Absolutely ridiculous. Now you're mixing up fiction and reality.
Hey!
Like I said, we should just get out there and catch him before... No, that won't work. It's too risky to take action before we figure out what the cause of the problem is in the first place.
Wait, was that a Minecraft reference? I thought she was just talking about vampires and getting it wrong. I don't think it's either though, because she says melting. Melting feels weird, least specific.
Until things settle down, we have to stick together.
No, he's not down. No, they burn. They don't melt. They catch on fire.
Until things settle down, we all have to stick together. Whatever. That was how we ended up going everywhere as a group all day and night. However, Yukimu didn't show up again until 3 days later.
Spoilers!
Get ready.
Still have no clue who the people in the suits are though. Which is very weird. And what does Hiroko know about this? I blame Sakurai.
Another morning. It was our 4th morning in the gym. I'd managed to get some sleep despite the discomfort. Everyone was clearly tired from having to deal with the high stress situation the last few days.
Must I really stuff your impoverished faces first thing in the morning? I have a good reminder for you all to the authorities.
That's not a very nice comment to wake up to. Also, the authorities would find you more suspicious than any of us.
On top of being a halfwit, you have no sense of decorum. A myth to your face might rectify that.
I actually wouldn't put it past her to use her special skill to do just that.
Is everybody awake? Then let's go for breakfast together.
Yeah, sure. I'll do a quick roll call first. We moved around together that day as well. Not that there were a lot of places we could visit in such a big group. We basically went back and forth between the cafeteria and the gym. Having to prepare for invaders while also dealing with mysterious zombies was starting to put a strain on our nerves. It was only a matter of time before everyone reached their limit.
I'm terrified.
You never will then.
I'm so terrified. Have I mentioned I'm really genuinely terrible with horror? I notoriously scream during Minecraft. Here's mini clips of me freaking the frick out during Minecraft. So, I'm genuinely kind of nervous about this. Excuse me. Anyway, don't look at my clips.
Nothing out of the ordinary happened today either.
I want a FNAF around this game. And to be like this for a few days. Not even the maid are showing up. Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing though.
Alora, we gotta keep up this stupid charade. Can't live the rest of our lives in the gym like this. Don't ask me. Yugimu's one who's being so secretive.
We haven't seen him since he helped our roomie. The possible that zombie died their own.
Zombies are already dead. How could the same body die twice?
Maybe the dying flame got to him.
Also, we're not 100% sure he's really turned in. He really was a zombie yet.
It doesn't matter what he is. He bit someone to death for our very eyes. That makes him a target for elimination.
Hey!
We ain't gonna do that by hiding one spot and jumping our own shadows.
Huh?
What if the invaders suddenly show up? We gotta be ready for those idiots too.
Quiet, Primitive. Can you not get your point across without yelling every other word? You think I can enjoy sleeping next to peons like you every night? It hurts me deep inside.
Then let me lessen your pain by going back to my room. Takumaru!
I think we return to my room as well. It'll be so much more pleasant than being cooped up all like peasantry.
Death flags everywhere. Have you bought with Karara and Kirishika yet? Kirishika, yes. Karara, no. But this lack of sleep is getting me as well. I think I'll rest easier in my room too.
Oh, is that what we're doing now? Excuse me while I make my way back.
Hey!
It hasn't sat right with me. Sharing my dear sister with the rest of you these past few nights. Come along, sister dearest.
Also, would you say Hugumu or Yugumu at this point? He's back from the dead, so Yugumu, right? Yeah, I guess so.
Brother dearest.
Takumaru started off a chain reaction that led to everyone walking out of the gym.
They all left.
It's pointless to fight this. Let's all return to our own rooms for tonight.
I don't think it's a good idea, but that's what everyone wants. Let's get together tomorrow and have a serious talk about what to do next. Good night, everyone. I'll be going back too.
I groaned and held my head, tortured by the tension in the air. Did I make a mistake? But I don't know what else we could have done.
I think you did well, Sir Takumi.
Kyoshika, I didn't see you there.
The restless atmosphere is causing even my holy Jumonji sword to feel uneasy. We have been watching from the back with our arms folded in great concern.
I see. Thanks for that. I guess, it's getting late. You should probably be heading back to your room.
Indeed we shall, for the holy Jumonji sword wishes to have an early night. My old familiar chamber awaits.
I'm so tired. I don't even know why. I should go back too. Just as I was about to exit the empty gym, I heard a scream. What? Kyoshika! I dashed out of the gym and saw a horrifying sight.
No, stay away from me!
Kyoshika, over here! Let's get out of here.
That was not a scream, Kyoshika. I genuinely did not know if it was going to be Yugumu or not. Oh my god, I hate when it makes that sound. Look at him shambling. We should not be lightly jogging.
We ran and ran and ran until we realized we were right in front of the wall of fire. Damn, it's a dead end.
Now you've angered me, Sir Yugumu. May your demise by the blade of my holy Jumonji sword.
No, I'll handle this. You stay behind me.
What? But Sir Takumi...
I frantically grabbed hold of Yukimi's body while avoiding his bared teeth. I lifted him up with whatever strength I had remaining and tossed him over my shoulder with all my might. Yugimu's body twisted and writhed as he was being consumed by undying flames. Finally, he let out one last death cry.
What the heck's all the commotion? Yeah, what's going on here?
Oh damn, he's being completely burned up.
Hi, Max. I'm good. We're fighting zombies. Ah. Yoriko isn't surprised.
The sounds of our scuffle had summoned everyone else to the spot. With the grisly sight unfolding before us, we were all shocked into silence. We watched helplessly as Yugimu was slowly eaten up by the flames until he finally collapsed onto the ground. Before long, whatever had remained of the zombie of the body vanished, and Yugamu Omokage was gone from this world.
You think there's another zombie? I don't know. It feels weird if Darumi isn't gonna turn into a zombie, but also like...
Up and at 'em, troops!
I don't know.
Get prepared. Be ready to give...
A new day began after the traumatic events of last night. The danger that had been hanging over us was gone without a trace, just like that. But we never got the answers we wanted. Feelings of frustration continued to plague me as I got up and headed to the cafeteria.
Good morning, Mr. Sumino. Why the long face so early in the morning? Here, you're gonna have some of my mayonnaise cola if you promise to cheer up.
Are you trying to cram your entire week's calorie intake into one day?
They don't mix together very well. But the lumpy texture enhances the flavor.
Oh, like juice with lumpy fruit bits. I simply adore that texture. Oh, okay, chat. Pulp or no pulp? I'm definitely a no pulp fan. I do not like pulp in my juice. Visa says pulp. Anyone else? Pulp or no pulp?
Maybe we can add lumpy bits to your sword as well. The perfect sort of texture for your partner in crime, or should I say, in bed.
No pulp exceeds little and OJ, depends on the juice. Don't they only put pulp in OJ? You always have the best suggestions, Lady Carrara. Is that really what you should be responding to?
So we can just live our lives like normal now, right? It's about damn time. Guys, aren't you concerned about the whole zombie thing?
We are, but nobody knows what Yugimu's objective was, or if he had really become a zombie. And now he's being burnt up, we'll never know for sure.
Ugh. I mean, the guy was an assassin. Maybe a taste for human flesh because of that.
He'd never shown any interest in cannibalism before his return from the dead.
Everybody just throwing out pointless guesses now. But doesn't the whole thing creep you out? Yugimu was clearly not in his right mind. I feel like I can never truly relax until we find out what made him act that way.
In my opinion, Mr. Omokage wasn't your run-of-the-mill zombie.
Yeah, I agree. They moved the game on Ben when zombie turn into themselves, but
Darumi didn't.
It's almost like, I don't know, they chucked him in a Revive-O-Matic and messed with his memories or something.
wait, I'm waiting, lost it.
I forgot people said. Oh.
Yeah, there's no sign she's gonna turn into one.
That only tells us she wasn't the usual kind of zombie we see on TV.
Just knowing that much is good enough for me. It means he doesn't go around making more zombies, right? So now he's gone, it's all over.
I bet I missed all the Genshin Sag. Actually, last since you weren't here, we decided not to play today. We were waiting around for you, and after an hour, we just decided to do this instead. The Rumi had to die for us to learn that. This is not a happy ending. I know, but we can't let that hold us back from moving on. We need to go back to focusing on the invaders.
I agree, but still.
How about anyone needs to wear getting rid of class armor when they're walking around the school?
Good suggestion. Those who want to can definitely do that.
Come on, give me your leader here. Quit acting like a spineless chicken. That put a damper on any further protests I could make, and the discussion came to an end. It was clear that everyone wanted to go back to their regular life and not think too deeply about what caused Yugumi's strange transformation.
Wait, those are Genshin update? Yeah, it actually comes out tomorrow. I think. I thought it was today. But weren't you happier when you thought I delayed it because of you? You lied to me? Okay, well, I won't lie to you about this. My favorite command is the exclamation point gaslight. That's my favorite command. That's not a lie.
I still felt uneasy deep inside, but the invaders were the more immediate threat. I decided to shift emotional gears and focus on the here and now.
I'd rather be said, told the truth, and lied to. Here we are. Come on, it was funny. It was a funny haha moment. Gaslight is real. Gaslight is so real. Did you get hit by the classic display date being wrong for the time zone? Maybe. No, it's actually because today is when like all the new version stuff reset. Like the Spiral Abyss reset and stuff today. But I not the update. I guess it's just tomorrow.
You never know. Well then.
Weird.
Phew, it's been a while since I was able to move around so freely. It's tired me out. I stretched long and hard before looking around at the inside of my room. That reminds me, I haven't seen him around lately. Boy cloaked in undying flames.
Yeah, it's great. It's crazy that in the first route we played, we were BFFs with him. We talked with him every single day. And then in basically every other route, FB just like hasn't existed. I think he's literally showed up twice in this route. Maybe it was once. Maybe I'm thinking of the last one. I don't get it.
He'd appear without warning and stop showing up for a long time. He was unpredictable to say the least. Not that it matters too much. I was too tired to stay up any longer and crawled into bed without much thought. The moment I closed my eyes, my consciousness fled from me. And so into my 56th day at Last Defense Academy.
Did you bond with Ido? No. We should probably prioritize him when we do another route on the Ido live side, huh? He's been a bit too dead for a while to bond with him.
I wish I could sleep some more, but I'd better rise and shine now.
Oh, I forgot he said rise and shine. That's the Mono Club saying rise and shine.
I sat up and stretched a little. That's when I heard it. What the alarm?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated.
I thought the Monocups ever
All
existed. I
available
liked
troops prepare
Monocups.
for battle immediately.
Not as much as Minome, but I like him.
The invaders are here. I was flooded with a sense of urgency and tension that I hadn't felt in a long time. Whole zombie fear made me lose my edge. I need to get to the war room now. Looks like these bastards showed up right in time for me to wreak havoc on them.
We're moving out. Yumi, are you ready?
Ready as can be, I'm focused now. Alright everyone, let's protect the school.
Ah, the rebel one. That was Mono Kid, right? It was Monotaro? Who was the rude one? What were the rest of them called? Mono Dan. He was the blue one. Can't remember what the yellow and pink ones were called. You have a lot of guns there. Lost it. Wow. I remember the pink one the same gay as Sonia from Team Game La. It's for self-defense, I swear. I also turn off my heater. We're not playing intensive enough games to keep my house heated. I actually have to use a heater. Kind of annoying. That was a joke. BT dubs. No, commanders. I bet that's because Veganest is killing them all. I take that back. Which one was Harmony? Oh, that was the one that pretended to be Moko, right?
I am Zenta, the paragon of harmony. Even if my flesh is destroyed here, my soul shall live on eternally, and it will destroy you all. Prepare yourselves, invaders!
Weirdly relevant. Soul living on eternally. How peculiar.
Somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do it.
Yeah. This is it. You're finished.
She also called you invaders, did she? Oh yeah. Sorry, that the rise made her very least relevant. It's been so long since I've cared about trying to work out if we're invaders or humans or what. We haven't had a rap that's been related to that in so long.
And so we managed to clinch another victory in the day's battle. It was already late by the time everything was said and done. We decide to rest early, bringing an end to our 57th day at Last Fence Academy.
Actually, no, it still doesn't say we're on a zombie rat. I don't think it does, so you hit an ending. Wow, wow, wow.
Get prepared. Be ready to go.
Vile. Morning already. I ran a hand through my messy hair and slowly got out of bed. I'd gone to bed early, so I no longer felt tired from yesterday's defensive battle.
Wait, isn't 0, 0, 100? No, it's 0. One hundred is 0, 0, 0. Or debatably on the system that's 0, but generally that it's either 0 or 100, but it's generally seen as 100.
Now then, how should I spend the day today? What am I supposed to do? Uh-oh. Wish so damn hot like 20 below and Gaku. I don't know what to do. What the hell does he want from me? That dude.
Have I given him the ice cream stick? I bet I have. Yeah, I gave him the ice cream stick. Maybe the song kit? In the OG timeline, he liked the song kit. Go buy love money. We've given him money. Weird! How's that not his item? I'll give it to him anyway.
Hey, you're actually...
Seems like they don't like the plot relevant items. They don't love him.
Takumi? I bet you've been talking behind my back. Okay, maybe not talking, but definitely thinking, right? About how I'm selfish and always complaining.
Yeah?
I know I have bad traits, but I figure I have a right to complain too. My parents abandoned me. I was raised in an impoverished group home and had to put my wants and needs aside to look after my younger siblings. I know better than anyone else no amount of complaining or grumbling changes anything. So what's wrong with saying selfish stuff once in a while? I've always been holding myself back. At least let me vent and grumble a little now. And you know what? All this bad luck is gonna turn around and become good luck one day. I just know it. It wouldn't be fair otherwise. Just completely illogical. The universe will do right by me. I know it will.
I mean... I don't feel any more I feel bad for him. I don't think that justifies the sheer amount of complaining he's doing. I also don't think he deserves any of the hate, or much of the hate he's been getting. Does he like festivals?
Hey, you're actually pretty thoughtful, aren't you? Keep those gifts coming.
He likes them, he doesn't love them. I'd be correct to put it that way, yeah. Oh yeah, it's kind of the age-old problem of like... He can't treat us poorly just because he's been treated poorly. You know? Happy 2-year anniversary, last hit. Did you give me a present? Time to hit out! You're abandoning me on our anniversary! How could you?
It's already bedtime. I collapsed on my bed at the end of the day that had simply flown by. Phew, what should I do tomorrow? What would the next attack be? I tried to conjure up my memories from the last time around. My eyelids grew heavier and my mind wandered.
I was thinking, oh my god, I love. Hold up. The gummy bears, you said? I love sour gummies, but gummy bears aren't sour normally.
For long, I'd fallen into a light and relaxed sleep.
You gummy bears. Was that Kako?
I was jolted awake by a scream coming from outside my room. What was that? I jumped out of bed and hurried and headed outside to investigate, only to be greeted by an astonishing sight.
Off. Oh, hi Eva.
Brother dearest.
An indiscernible figure had their mouth latched onto Kako's neck. She was losing a lot of blood and on the verge of fainting, and her attacker wasn't letting up. Kako! I leapt towards without thinking and tackled the strange figure. We ended up rolling on the floor in a heap when I untangled myself from the attacker. They slowly raised their head.
Ah!
Ava? It was Ava who stood before us, our captive enemy commander, who had most definitely been dead last time I checked. Her skin was pale and bloodless, her eyes were sunken in, parts of her body were in a state of decomposition. Hey, what's all the noise about? What the hell's going on here?
Like, even she's alive, but how?
No, don't go near her, you'll die.
What's the meaning of this? Why is Kako on the floor in a pool of her own blood?
Hey!
Oh no. We've seen Kako without Ema. Now we see Ema without Kako. She got bitten in the neck. Somebody grab her.
Kako, can you hear me?
Huh?
Oh, for crying out loud. Don't tell me Eva's being turned into a monster too.
I'm afraid so. That's not what a living person looks like. She's in the same state as Yugumu.
Guys, Kako's not breathing.
Out of my way! I'll take her to the infirmary!
Run like your puny ass is on fire, Ema! We'll hold Ava back in the meantime.
Eva had gone pale in the face. He hardly picked Kako off and was about to start running when...
More zombies. Oh!
No way!
I can't look at Darumi like this.
I know, Moko Darumi. Every time has come back. Time's on me, Fury was right.
This is the first time we've seen Aito in streams. And he's in this state. I hate it that her cheeks are still pink. I like that even when Darumi's a zombie, she's still weird. We've been surrounded. We've no choice but to hack and slash our way out.
I'll deal with Ava. You guys take the others. Eva, get Kako out of here. Eva leapt towards us with the ferocity of a beast pouncing on its prey. It was like she was running on pure instinct. That's right. This isn't the Ava we knew, so there's no need to hold back.
Wasn't that Ava you knew? A captive for like one evening and then she died. Or the other out, she broke out.
I dodged her attacks as well as I could and grabbed an iron pipe that was on the floor nearby. Ah!
Oh!
The moment I found an opening, I thrust the pipe towards her head and rammed it into her head. After letting out a brief roar, she stopped moving completely and fell forward. I pulled the pipe out from Ymir's head and lifted her body up, and then, with all the strength I had, I tossed her body over the fence and off the roof.
That is a very tall fence.
Black blood kept spewing from her head wound as she fell all the way to the ground. Good. That's Eva settled. Now I'll...
Takumi, behind you.
What?
Watch out!
Do you think this route will reach 100 days? No idea.
Hiruko!
What?
I had trouble wrapping my head around what just happened. All of a sudden, Hiroko was losing blood from the hole that had opened in her back.
Hiruko! Hiruko, stay with me!
Wow, chat, do you guys still like Aito, huh?
She died protecting me. Why did our dead friends come back to life like this? Why were they attacking us? Nothing was making any sense. I let out a friendly scream and leapt towards Aito in a rage. But when I lifted the pipe to run it through his head, suddenly out of nowhere, Shoko
It's
gifted a sub.
Shoko gifted a tier 1 sub to Kingslayer 1,938,261.
I'm sorry, Gimshin tomorrow, assuming the update is out, which I swear it should be. I'm sorry.
Something heavy struck me and I was flung through the air like a rubber ball. My vision changed in an instant. As I gazed at the night sky, I realized I'd fallen off the roof. Sorry, Hiroko. You gave your life for me and now I'm gonna die anyway.
I bet they're not gonna kill us. No! I thought it'd be like Yugumu. We might be here while we chat. You know, the crazy thing is, they've skipped this before. Never mind, we're fine.
I woke up feeling like my consciousness had floated to the surface from a very deep place. Where am I?
Takumi, you're awake.
I heard someone's voice nearby. I turned toward it and found Nozomi's eyes peering into mine.
Oh, thank goodness. We were all so worried. You just wouldn't wake up.
What? Were we not... I guess they got us to the... Revival Medic Fest?
Finally decided to get on Takumi. It's been 10 days, dude. That's gotta be a new record.
What? I was out for 10 days. I remember being thrown off the roof by Aito. Why didn't I die?
Oh, we weren't bitten. We were thrown.
I think you did, but
We managed to salvage you and put you in Revival-matic before it was too late.
What happened after that? Kako and Hiroko, are they?
They were beyond saving. After you and Hiroko were killed, we were pushed back, so we had to retreat. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take their bodies with us.
Then they're still...
Yeah, they're still up there. We've wanted to retrieve the bodies, but those zombies wouldn't let us get near them. And now the roof is locked and off limits.
That's not right. The fact that Hiroko sacrificed herself to save me weighed heavily on my heart. But I knew I wasn't the only one in pain over the deaths of our friends. I glanced at Ima, who was sitting quietly in the corner of the room.
You've just been standing there for the last 10 days. He won't respond to anyone and hasn't eaten anything. He wasn't in a state to join us for the battle either.
It was a defensive battle?
Yes! On day 63 we were out like a light. We only had to deal with the minions this time, so I took the liberty to clear them out with one shot. I must be rewarded for this. To prove that you're grateful, I want to have the victory parade held in my honor, with you leading the way sitting on a spiky medieval torture chair.
Hey!
That sounds more painful than the battle. Huh? Actually, shouldn't we be doing something about Ima? Really concerned to see him like this.
Can you blame him? The guy worshipped the ground as he's walked on.
He's just like us in the Zero Rot.
He's not gonna be able to deal with it right away. We should just leave him be.
He got real violent trying to get back to save Kaku before. I had to restrain him physically. During that time, the others went out to get your body. Oh, okay. Thanks for saving me. What about Eva? Did you find her body next to mine?
We've already disposed of that prisoner in the wildfire.
You mean like we do with Yugumu?
She wasn't moving, so she was probably well and truly dead, but you can never be too careful.
This is just a guess of mine, but I think the zombies' weak points are their heads. When I put that iron pipe through Ava's head, she suddenly stopped moving.
So, we have to either do a headshot or burn them on a dying flame to permanently kill them. Indeed. Unfortunately, chemo anima appears to have no effect on them. They almost killed me when we last fought. They moved so quickly, I barely had a chance to deal damage. We also discovered some other things while you were asleep. First of all, the zombies can move around normally during the day.
They don't have the usual undead weakness. We can't count on sunlight to make them weaker.
The second thing is about their senses. They can't see very well. On the other hand, their sense of hearing is super sensitive. They can pinpoint our locations by sound alone.
By sound alone, that's not good.
There's something even worse. It seems that the zombies have incredibly superhuman strength.
Yeah, all it took was one punch for Ido to send me flying over the fence. And he pierced right through Hiroko's back like it was a piece of paper. We went through our fair share of tough situations too, so killing zombies must have made them even stronger.
I mean, their bodies still remember the strength they had when they were alive. Anyway, we don't stand a chance against them. Since we can't get back to the roof, we decided to make the metal shop our base from now on. Hey chat, imagine if this was the first rat you got. Like you've beat the main game, you're like, oh boy, I'm gonna do a rat too. Oh boy, I killed Ido because he sucks, and oh, there's something else with Hiroko, and I'm gonna get so many answers on this run. And they have the freaking zombie rat. Can you imagine how that would change their entire perception of the series? Kills Ido, sees screw people in zombies, yeah. Can you imagine how that would shape like the rest of their theories for this game?
We've got all the tools we need to fight here, and see in the cafeteria as well. We don't have to worry about starving at least.
I see, so that's why I was placed here. Come to think of it, is that the power Yugumi's still using around?
Yeah, right here. Okay. Kiriko felt so important throughout too, that she just died like that. She must be important from the other decision. Interesting. He never used ARG, yeah. So yeah, these... I mean, we know there's more than 2. But... happened to the first route. Did Hiroko die in our first route? I don't remember.
Good, we have some use for it yet. The power saw that once struck fear to our hearts was now a shining beacon of hope.
So, anyway, those were the 3 things we discovered while you were out. But we still don't know what's turning the dead bodies into zombies. Oh, you mean the OG timeline? Sorry, the vanilla route. I thought you meant the first one we picked, the coming of age route. But we still don't know what's turning the dead bodies into zombies.
We consider the possibility of a viral infection, but some things didn't quite match up. Wait. Are we going back into fantasy territory again? I guess so. Everything is pure superstition at this point, after all. If Drumi turned because she remembered Yugumi, who had turned even Moko and Idol.
Their death had nothing to do with zombies. They died before zombie Yugumi showed up. It doesn't seem like any of them were interested in fighting dead bodies either.
When you've reached Yugumi's state of perversion, anything goes, right? He totally seems like this sort of being into necrophilia.
The zombies don't retain any of the body's original character traits, though.
We can talk to them, so we don't even know that for sure.
I have an idea. We'll all learn zombie language, so we can solve these mysteries and resolve the matter peacefully. What? Do zombies have a language? Not that I know of.
As the others fiercely debated every possibility, I found a hypothesis forming in my head. What if we already had the infection as a hidden condition?
I think it's more likely the scuba suit guys did something. But like, I don't know that... Chat, isn't it crazy that the scuba suit guys are like one of the biggest questions we have in the game? And it's not even from the vanilla timeline. We've solved almost nothing that the vanilla timeline set up. Like, we've solved nothing about Nozomi, nothing about the Satellite. We still don't know what invaders are or what we are. We don't know if our memories are real. We don't know if the TRC, where the TRC is, if it exists at all. We don't know Hiroko's background. We don't know what Sirai's real goal is, or if the missiles actually, like, what the missiles are actually for. We don't know what created FB. What else do we not know? We don't know how the Revive-O-Matic works. Like, there's a lot we just straight up do not know. Because it's beef, Fireboy. Going 3 routes now, none of these anything to do with the OG timeline. Yeah. The most information we got was the gag in. Where Sirai said that Karu never existed. But even that, just like, that's like a really terrible answer. It answers 1% of the question of Nakaru Nozomi. Did you find everything to do with FB? No, nothing. We know he's a flaming baby who doesn't know his own past. That's basically the extent of what we know with him. You know the trousers on the OG timeline? I don't know. I don't know what the OG route even is. If there even is an OG route, which I don't want to know if there is or not.
What if we already have the infection as a hidden condition? Like the zombie virus stays dormant and only activates once we die?
Oh, we never thought of that. Sounds like something worth investigating.
Investigate how?
I was tinkering with the Revivomatic the other day, and I found this function called scan mode. It can only be used on the living and detects any anomalies within the body. The Revivomatic had a hidden function like that. We should try it out right away.
Yeah, let's go to the infirmary now. We immediately set off from the infirmary, dragging the dazed Ema along with us. But even after scanning everybody with the Revivomatic, the conclusion was the same. No abnormalities detected. Which meant none of us had an infection. My day 69 ended without any clear answers emerging on how the zombies were being created.
Well, we have only just a bit long.
Man, seeing Siri honestly feels like a different life at this point.
We are finally at day 70. Although at this rate, the zombies might take us out before we can save humanity. At least Turtle Skull has to remind me to drink water, though.
Do you think Monokuma will show up in full force? If we hadn't already seen Monokuma's head in one of the Siri sprites, then I would think that Monokuma can show up. Without spoiling the game, Monokuma has shown up in other non-Danganronpa games, but they were still Spike Chunisoft games, and this technically isn't Spike Chunisoft. So maybe I think the best we get is a little sprite with him. I feel like Monokuma showed up in the gag route, but he didn't. To be fair, we still haven't finished the gag route. We don't know what fish leads to.
Although at this rate, these zombies might take us out before we can save humanity. We continued puzzling over how to solve our new problem that morning, until we heard shouting.
Everyone! It's Ema!
No, did he sacrifice himself to Kako?
An ashen-faced showman suddenly charged him from the hallway.
What? What happened to Ema?
He went to the roof by himself.
Wait. What? Wait, to look for Kako?
I saw him leaving in good class armor, so I called out to him. And he said he was gonna get Kako back. That's terribly bad news. Are you gonna break the lock we on the roof door?
That moron, and you show him. Why'd you stop it?
I tried, but he showed me away with incredible force. He can't possibly take many zombies by himself.
We have to go drag him back. I took out my fusion or biotransform when someone stopped me.
You'd just be wasting your time and creating more zombies.
Get out of my way, Karara. Every second we waste puts Ema in even greater danger.
You're not thinking straight, Takumi. There's no guarantee we can even beat them, even if everyone joined in the fight.
We might just end up making things worse.
I do object to you going. Why should you die for nothing?
It's not nothing. Don't you guys want to save Ema? Of course you do. We got to think about the risks. I don't care. If there's even the slightest chance I can save him, I'll do it.
Takumi, wait!
Takumi, they're completely correct.
I ignored my team's protest and charged down the hallway.
Takumi, wait. I'm coming with you.
Nozomi, are you sure?
Kyoshi and Takamaru would help me without any doubt. Oh, I mean, honestly, he's probably dead by this point.
Nozomi, are you sure?
Yes. I can't just let Ema die without doing anything.
Okay, then let's go together. Please be alright. We transformed our class armor and quickly made our way up to the roof. Upon arriving at the roof, we were confronted by an utterly unbelievable sight.
Knew it.
Emo was lying on his back in a pool of crimson blood. It was pouring out of what seemed to be a bite wound on his neck.
Ema!
He didn't react to my call. He was too far gone to be revived.
Oh. Hiroko and Kako. Hey, don't you recognize us?
I don't think they do. They've also been completely zombified. I'd prepared myself for this possibility, but it still hurt to see them like that. Did he even pass away in despair after laying eyes on his zombie Kako? Or was he happy to be able to hold Kako in his arms again, no matter what form she was in?
Watch out, Takumi!
Ido leapt to me with a tremendous speed. I barely managed to evade his bite. Zombies moved incredibly fast, launching themselves at us with loud feral cries. I knew they had superhuman strength, but I never expected that, to the extent their jump speed too. We should retreat for now, Nozomi.
Okay.
We hardly ran back into the school building.
I nudged most of the powerhouse zombies. Yeah. Oh, and they're out of the roof, of course. Oh no, the zombies!
Our former friends have broken down the unlocked doors to the roof. Are now chasing us further into the building. Just keep running!
Oh, wrong way. She's kind of cute like that. Will this routing's on this day? Who knows? I did think we'd use this mechanic. Or, the moment that there were multiple zombies here. Oh my... I ran into the back of him!
Can still fight.
Man, we look really creepy like this with just our silhouette. Yeah, you're the real monsters. Oh my gosh.
Not like this.
I couldn't even see her. And that literally was the right way to go, which makes it worse. They're just hungry. They're not even eating the bodies though, just drinking the blood. Which is definitely to do with hemoenema.
Nozomi, are you okay?
Yeah, more or less.
Our frenzied running brought us to the hallway of the first floor. but there was no time to even take a breather.
Ah!
Oh no, Nozomi! My body moved on its own even before my mind could register Ko's sudden appearance.
Get away!
Takumi!
Stay away, Nozomi! Just keep
I
running!
can honestly see like only 3 include Takumi's fine by the end of this route. Yeah, I can imagine that.
I strained myself to keep Hiroko's teeth from sticking to my neck while shouting for Nozomi to escape.
But I can't just...
Yes, you can! Now, go!
I can't hold her back. She's gonna bite me.
What?
Nozomi!
Lure her away! You get going, Takumi!
Hi, Mrs. Ing. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Bunny Brigade. Glad to be here. You like zombie?
I'll lure her away! You get going, Takumi!
What are you saying? No, don't do it.
No!
I can't leave Nozomi on her own. I have to go after her.
Where did they go?
Nothing to do here right now.
Did they go upstairs? It says look for Nozomi. Hi, Ruru. I don't want to, but I probably should.
Where did they go? As I was searching desperately for the missing Nozomi, a figure came within view. Nozomi!
Excuse me. Have you suddenly gone blind? You guys were coming back, so I came all this way to look for you. Did you get lost or something?
Karu, have you seen Nozomi anywhere?
No, I haven't. Don't tell me you guys got separated.
Yes, and right now the zombies are.
Wait, what's going on?
Over here, Karu, quick!
Oh!
What?
Shoot, this side too! We were sat between Moko and Kako. There was nowhere for us to run. All the windows along the hallway were outfitted with iron grates.
Oh no, you'd better do something about this.
Okay, it's do or die time. I ran towards the window, Moko coming after me with inhuman speed. Once I was within range, she raised her arms, but before she could attack me, I turned around and... Now's my chance. I broke the window along with the iron gate, causing Moko to stagger. Once she died, I took the opportunity to kick her on the back with every ounce of strength I could muster. She fell through the window down to the courtyard, just as I had hoped she would. Her head was unharmed, so she probably didn't die, but it was enough. Karara! I quickly turned back to help Karara with zombie Kako.
Kurata!
Get away from her!
It's just on the arm. Maybe she'll live.
Grab my hand and start running. I bolted half dragging Karara along with me. This is bad. She's been bitten. We have to hurry and get her treated. We ran around in blind panic till we managed to shake off Kako and turn the metal shop.
Huh?
You're finally back to me. What I thought you were done for. How have you not heard the commotion?
What a relief that Karara's back to, huh? Where did Nozomi go?
Talk more later. We need to treat Karara first.
I'll be fine. Leave me alone.
Are you injured? Let me see.
I told you I'm fine. Don't touch me with your contemptible hands.
Sign something. Hated you.
No, stop!
Lady Carrara, is this? The bite mark. You have been by a zombie.
This isn't funny, man. Now you're infected with a zombie virus.
Yeah.
Wait, Carrara's not dead if we just treat her injury. For now, yeah, but you can't guarantee she's gonna stay sane forever. Sorry, but I ain't letting you keep her here.
It is with great bitterness of heart that I must declare Holy Jumanji Sword and I are in agreement.
Come on, we're her friends.
We'll treat her injury, of course, but without an antidote, we can't let her stay here.
Yeah, maybe better quarantine her to avoid unnecessary risk. I'm so sorry that I'm admitting pig like me deserves to be quarantined more than you.
Should we put her in that weird room on the first floor? The door is pretty tough. We can lock it from the outside.
The room with the strange devices from when we were in Kamakura General Hospital. That place is definitely much better than a cage. But me and there with her. It's my fault she had just been to begin with, recklessly running off to the roof like that.
No, Toomey. Just let me wait it out alone.
But now the zombies gone inside, we can't leave you by yourself.
Wait, the zombies are inside now? You didn't tell us about that.
Well, I explained what had happened to everyone. How Ima had already been killed and how zombies had flooded into the school. I got separated from Nozomi, who is now missing. This is exactly why I told you not to go up there. Not so things shot to hell. I know what happened to Nozomi Carrara is my fault. So I'll find Nozomi whatever it takes. And after that, I'll join Carrara in the quarantine room.
Takumi.
But without Tsukimi, we'd all be in hot soup if anything should happen.
No need to worry about that. There's no way I'm letting him stay with me. I know what sort of perverse acts he'll force you to perform once we're alone in that room. I demand you all take me there right now before he starts gathering ideas. No time for dulling.
She's trying to save us.
Yeah.
Carrara, wait, hey! In the end, Carrara was locked up in the mysterious room on the first floor after receiving some basic treatment for her wounds. She kept talking as usual, but nobody knew what kind of face she was making underneath her mask.
I'm so sorry this had to happen, Kurata. I'll come check on you again.
I spoke to Carrara through the door while making sure it was properly locked. She didn't say a word in response.
Sir Takumi, you have returned.
Yeah, I put her in the room like you all wanted. Now I'm going to look for Nozomi.
You mean now by yourself?
Now's the best time. I didn't sense any zombies nearby when I was on the halls.
But what if you run into them while you're out there? It might be safe you're only going out for a short time, but it's too dangerous to wander around for very long. Lady Tsubasa speaks truth. Do not forget what happened to Sir Ima.
I know it's risky, but I have to help her no matter what. I tried to push away my friends and stop them from holding me back. All of a sudden, a hand appeared from behind me and put my neck in a chokehold. I was careless the whole time until I couldn't breathe. Soon I felt my consciousness slipping away. Sorry, man, but it's lights out for you.
He's right. The fact Nozomi hasn't returned on her own. She's dead. Ghosty doesn't care about us this route, it seems. Yeah. Weird that. Sir Takumi's eyes rolled up into the back of his head. Is he still alive?
Yeah, just out cold. He needs to stop fussing like a brat, at least for today.
He does tend to get carried away when it comes to Nozomi. Do you care now the Collider routes? Yeah, he wanted, at the start of the joke route, he really wanted to get like a task, an assignment like the rest of us. And then after that moment, he didn't show off again. In this route, he literally came and he told us where the buzzsaw was, and it seemed like he had seen stuff happen at night and stuff. But like, he just didn't show off again. But hey, you'll have plenty of time to think on this, chat, because you've got all of tomorrow until the next stream, where we are hopefully playing Genshin, but maybe not. But if you're watching on YouTube, you don't have to wait, because there's links on screen to bring you to the next one and the playlist and stuff, so subscribe and stuff. Bye, YouTube.